last time in the toaster. If I'm not mistaken, and I wasn't able to listen to it, obviously. There was a lot of talking.
Exclusively.
At the beginning, you were talking to Negan. He did the job, but he said he did say to get 1,000 gold, and he expected the remainder to be fulfilled. So you did so, and he told you what he wanted next, his use for you, the reason he wanted to keep you around instead of just killing you. He wanted you to catch his big fish, get him some usable dirt on the long blooms. After that, I think you talked to Malik for a while and each other.
Mm-hmm.
Discussed a number of things. I don't remember a lot of what those were.
Either
Do
way.
other notes? we got it.
Oh, like what did we talk to Malik about? So we told him about the cursed sword, filled him in on Xavier because we hadn't told him about Xavier yet. Told him about Elminster because we hadn't told him that we had even met Elminster yet. Filled him in on what's going on with Negan, and then asked him about Tiamat and like what he knew. Found out that she was a Blightshade god, and that the Blightshade gods broke out into the material plane, which caused the whole issue with the Shadow Veil and stuff.
In the God's words.
That's kind of the main stuff. I mean, we talked about who could help us and that kind of stuff, but we didn't make any concrete.
Oh yeah, and we met Narfuk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was before, but yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, we met Narfuk.
I just remembered.
We fucking met Narfuk.
You did. Yes, we discussed lots of potential allies.
Mm-hmm.
There was a visit to a library.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that was the next part I have in here. We researched in the library. Tiamat found out that she was the beginning of the Dragonborn race, supposedly. More story than legend. And people believe it was not actual. They weren't actual gods. Mention. I don't know what that word is.
But her and Bahamut are siblings.
Oh, Shale. The Shale gods?
Shadow Veil.
Shadow Veil, okay. Yeah, we'll go with that. I have no idea. Stacks up with what Malik told us. Theories among the Dragonborn, Bahamut and Tiamat are the beginning of the Dragonborn race and refer to them as siblings. And we found out there's occasionally cults with ritualistic practices among the slaves, but nothing like we actually
No temples
saw.
or anything. Like temples.
There was some hanging out with Lolo.
Ricard read me stories.
Indeed. You were eventually paid a visit by Rogor. And that was another lengthy, tense conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of scheduled to meet with his noble of Noct to continue your work with rooting out the corruption in the guard.
Mm-hmm.
Talked about
Sisters.
you did talk about his family a little bit, yeah. Discussed what you were going to have to tell the Empty Eyes to try to get all their leaders in one spot.
Mm-hmm.
Which stressed him out to no end.
Yep. You have his blessing. Ish.
You have this shaky blessing.
Yeah.
His very nervous blessing.
He didn't say yes, but he didn't say no.
He told you not to fuck up.
Yeah.
So if you go that way,
She
do not
obviously-
fail.
Doesn't know us very well.
Or he does, and that's why he's so shaky. Yeah, so we're supposed to meet his friend at sundown on the 12th at the Armored Dock.
Indeed.
Our other goal was, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Just to feed tidbits of like information potentially to, Negan before giving him the big secret, so that we got some trust and stuff from him. That the big secret would make
Hopefully
be more believable and not look into it as deeply potentially. If we were gonna lie about it.
And then I know we tied a jar of coins to the ropes holding you down.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yes, that's good. I'm glad you put that on there.
I wrote that as there.
And then you played with your dad some more. That sounds weird.
It's kind of horrible. Gotta try it again.
A little strange.
You played with your dad's wood? No.
Please don't.
Yeah.
You played your wood with your dad? No.
Gently rub my neck. Goddamn.
Who's picking D20, by the way?
I guess I'm going to because
You're already.
I'm addicted.
Yeah.
Nice green one.
Green for life or green for drugs?
The dark aren't green, they're white.
True. At least
Green for sick face?
Yeah, probably. Green for vomit, for sure.
If I'm not mistaken, that conversation was kind of the last big thing.
Yeah.
And then you all went to sleep.
Yeah.
So,
It fell domed the door. Yes, at that.
I put my dome in front of the door so he couldn't get around.
And he made everyone else be able to go in and out of the
Didn't
door.
we do
separately.
something in front of the windows?
I didn't. That's your own business.
Maybe it was just talked about, but we did do it.
Yeah, I think we talked about it. I don't have anything ready for what it is.
we're going to settle you first. So, for starters, was there anything else you wanted to do in this time besides try to recover?
The main thing, it depends on how badly I'm feeling, right?
Mhm.
With the withdrawals and everything. But if I have good moments, I just want to continue to work on with Fel, like if he's around, or even if he's not, just like what we've been working on, like just trying to weave like music and spells together.
For last night's sleep, roll D20.
Is a natural 19 plus anything?
You recover 1 level of exhaustion.
Ooh, okay. So now this is the 9th, or we just skipped my birthday?
Now we are on the 9th.
Okay. Okay, so I did, so now I'm at 3.
Yes.
Okay, I got you. So I don't have to do anything.
Was there anything you wanted to do on this day besides be tied up?
No, just feel real shitty about myself and not actually practice anything. Just be like super depressed.
Okay. Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Alright, wisdom, I think I have 0, yeah. Just a flat 10. Should I use a DM dice?
How many do you have?
2.
Oh, okay. Alright. I have like 6.
Christ.
I use them. I'm gonna
I've
use
been
one. I
rolling
this
bad lately, so I haven't had need.
11.
You also have a coin.
I know, but it's like I don't want to get a natural 1 on this and then be like, fucked.
You're now 2 days separated from using. The withdrawal is starting to set in hard.
Yeah.
The cravings are unbelievable. You are tied to this bed. Who?
This is getting twitchy.
Yeah, let's say
A little twitchy.
like mid to late
Got the
morning.
sheets.
Who would be with Ola right now in the room?
Me.
Okay.
Because I need to know. I need to talk to him. He
So-
can help the group that way.
Jiraiya is with you while the others are about whatever it is they're doing on this day.
Praying over
And you're feeling very
Cast in the
desperate
deep. Casting the
for
demons
the
out.
one thing that you know will make it stop.
Is my mind still my own, or am I just like beyond fiending? Like,
Your mind is you are you. You're not being overtaken by like another being, but yes, it's a strong urge, and you're in like suffering the likes of which you have experienced only very like on the briefest of occasions, and it is sustained.
Yeah.
And there's one thing that you know will for sure make it stop.
try.
Yes.
I think. I think I need to go to the bathroom.
Then go.
Can you help me up? I'm tired of shooting myself in this bed.
To only be for another couple days. Until this is out of your system. You've been sweating profusely. You stink.
I'm gonna try to yank at the ropes.
Make a strength check.
That's not good.
I put my tail on his
three.
chest.
It's a 3. Oh, I haven't been rolling. Was I supposed to roll the first d20 at disadvantage? I know I just failed the other.
No.
Okay.
No, not for that.
Okay. Well, this is a 3, and I roll at a disadvantage, and it wouldn't probably be lower than a 3 for a strength check. Nope, it's a 3.
Okay. Yeah. You start to thrash, and Dorian just flops his tail down on your chest. He looks like a kid, like just uselessly thrashing around on the bed.
Settle down, Rogue. It'll all be over soon. Do you want me to knock you out?
In what way? Maybe.
In the head smashing kind of way.
I thought you were going to command him to sleep
It'll
or
be-
something.
No.
That doesn't work now.
No.
Just tie my tail around his neck just a little bit. Would be no problem at all. Just because you're a friend. I'll do it for so you're not suffering.
I know. We did it to you.
Shit
You
yourself
can
in
do
your
it
sleep.
Go ahead.
Make a strength check.
Tail strength. I don't even have dice. There's not a D20 in there.
What? You need one?
Yeah, I have a bunch right here.
Ha! To use my bloody dice.
Yikes.
So say goodbye to
My
your
head's
neck.
gonna pop off. Natural.
I feel like that one time you tried to gently stab that guy in the chest.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, can I do it now? No. You stabbed him in the heart.
Oh, okay. Well, I rolled a 3.
A 3
Yeah.
plus.
4, I guess. Strength.
You're
Tail's not quite.
not used to using your tail in this way. So you're
Wait,
having
is
a
it an
hard time.
advantage because I'm prone and tied to a bed? Restrained?
I mean, the next thing.
It's not an attack. It's an ability check. So no.
Okay.
I
Um,
need to
I
get
tried.
Yeah.
It feels like a turtleneck where it's like, just like
It's
barely
tight.
choking you.
it's like it's constricting airflow a bit. It's making it more difficult to breathe. But like you're not.
Do you kind of like it a little bit? Is that why it's not working?
You start to see a little. No.
I can't get my phone to connect to the freaking.
Oh, I thought I gave it to you already. Oh, my bad, dude. Yeah. I already set it up and everything and had you signed in and I just didn't give it to you apparently. I think you were outside.
Gotcha.
Uh,
I want to see if I have any spells that would be funny right now.
yeah.
Before I
The
just
tail's
punch you in the
not
head.
quite getting it in.
Spells. Oh, okay. I'm gonna cast Calm Emotions on.
Nice.
How long does that last?
That lasts I guess only for a minute. Come on.
That's all right.
Hold on, I might have something else.
What's the saving throw? Actually, better question. Do you resist?
Right now? No, I guess I just asked him to knock me out physically, so I don't know. Oh, but
Then it succeeds. Jiraiya, make a charisma is your spell casting ability, correct?
Yes.
Make a charisma check.
Whew. That'd be a 16 plus a 3 or 4, I believe.
Okay. For our purposes here, you can, for the day, still mark off that spell slot. But we'll say that you utilize your skill that you have gained over the course of your adventures in using these abilities to kind of manipulate what is the typical casting of the spell in order to affect that change in him in a not in as intense a way as it usually functions. It's a little bit more subdued, but you're able to make it last for a longer amount of time to relieve a length of at least a portion of the suffering.
Yeah.
So you do see, like, as he's kind of shaking and sweating, some of those things recede a bit. They're still present, but it's not as extreme as before.
Awesome.
and the cravings die down a little bit.
Yes.
When the cravings start to die down, I'll. Thank you.
It's better than a punch to the head is.
Yes, quite a bit. Better than we treated
It's the
you,
first-
I guess.
It's the first time I've tried to use it. It keeps kicking me.
While I'm myself for the moment, check the ropes. Make sure they're tight.
And is there a check for that? A rope check? I got big fumbly
For investigation.
Is 12 plus minus, right? Investigation intelligence.
Probably, yes. Be a minus.
So that's an 8.
Okay. They appear to be fine.
Alright, I know nothing about tying ropes, buddy. But I tug on them a little bit. They seem tempted.
Okay. Is that it for your birthday? That's so sad.
That's why I'm super depressed.
Hey, calm your
Maybe
tits.
someone else will do something on your birthday.
Calm
Let's
down.
see. Okay.
I will
Oh,
say. Well, I don't know.
We'll come
Maybe
back
we'll
around.
wait. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll come back around.
and while you're calm, I don't have to be with him to make that happen. It just lasts on its own.
You're gonna be with him probably for a while. At that point, you guys seem to be like taking shifts and stuff.
We're
So
in a fancy room, so
Yeah.
I order us room service.
Nice. I throw it up.
unfortunate. Okay. For sleeping that night, roll me another d20.
Wait,
There was an
did they
update
already
that needed
go?
done, and I did the update, so it should be fine.
Okay, awesome.
I'm sorry.
Did
I'm
we
just
already-
rolling a d20.
Straight.
Did we already go through it?
It's not worth it. Yeah.
What? I didn't use my
I'm-
sending spot.
He's gonna come back to you guys. He's just trying to get
going
through
through
all
his
my
days
stuff.
first.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And I'm a part of this. Gotcha.
6.
6. Unfortunately, with how bad the withdrawals are currently at this kind of early stage in them, as Jiraiya's shift passes that morning and you're with somebody else for kind of the rest of the night up until bedtime, it starts to set back in pretty bad. You're just not able to get a restful enough sleep to shake a level of exhaustion.
Dang. That would have been a better use of calm.
What are you doing on the
I was
10th?
trying to get this way.
Again, totally depending on how I'm feeling, but I want to keep trying to do the music stuff. That's pretty much all I'm going to try to do this whole time.
Okay.
If I'm feeling well enough. If I'm not feeling well enough, then I'm just going to lay there. Feeling
Okay.
shit.
Roll a d20 for the day.
17.
I knew I had funny ones.
Okay. And roll one for the night.
How could that not help him?
Another one for the night. Wait. Okay. Sorry. That was the morning of the night, right?
Yeah, so it's a much higher DC, but I'm having you also roll for the day since you're not doing anything but resting to see if maybe you can shake an extra. But
Natural 19.
okay, so you do manage to shake one more that night.
Okay. So night of the 10th.
Correct.
I shake.
So starting in the 11th, you're down to 2. Is that right?
Yes. Sorry.
Same stuff this day?
Yeah.
Okay, roll d20.
And 11.
Okay, and roll one for the night.
A 13.
Okay, you managed to shake another. So you're down to 1,
I'm
right?
down to 1.
So the withdrawals are starting to recede pretty well at this point. You're still very tired.
How's the addiction level?
Oh, he's not adding anything to those rolls.
It's
So it counts over.
present,
Just be fine.
but waning.
You can
Wait,
do
he's
it.
making wisdom
That's what I was
saves
curious
for
about.
the cravings.
Are you making wisdom saves for the group?
Because he was going to do something.
Alright, yeah. I wanted to cast another funny spell. Motivational speech that I have prepared
Nice.
to motivate you to beat your drug use.
You're gonna give like the
And it gives you advantage on wisdom saving throws and 5 temporary hit points for an hour.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But still.
Yeah, so nice.
It's a boon in some of your difficult times.
Yes.
Dry is more inspirational than you thought. On the 12th, make a wisdom saving throw. Now, are we fast forwarding on the 12th, like straight to you're about to go meet the guard, or do you want to start that morning?
Let's start that morning because we
Yeah,
can fast
I
forward
think
from
we
there.
should. I think we should start that.
If we
morning,
want
yeah.
Then never mind.
Okay, so we'll hold there. I still have one
We
level
will
of exhaustion.
Regina.
Yes.
So the rehab's going well.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
rehab
I'm down to
has
one
been-
level.
has been going well.
Okay.
Regina, on the 9th, what do you want to do today?
I'm going to die today.
Whoa.
Trying.
New character. Let's go.
Whoa.
I would like to attempt to unlock the next glyph.
That will have to wait for the night,
Okay.
because you have to, if I'm not mistaken, you have to spend 8 hours meditating under the stars or whatever.
I don't think so.
I need the list.
Oh, wait.
Too many dice too.
After spending 8 hours with the
Distraction
amulet
service.
and meditation of the stars. Got it. Okay. Yep.
Okay. So for the daytime, what do you want to do?
Can you do a quick recap of where everyone is at on this day?
He's tied to the bed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know yet.
I was
At
with
least for the first half of the day, he was with him.
Okay. I'll stay in the room today and watch him. That way everyone can go and do their stuff. And then when they come back for the night, I can go and do my meditating under the stone.
We do wine and naps all day.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit up there with a bottle of wine, just hanging out, just watching him, kind of giggling at him a little bit because I'm drinking a lot. Ooh, and getting some sweets because the girl likes sweets and she's
Yeah.
Spyglass.
Mark off 2 silver pieces
Yep.
for your sweet purchases.
I would do that.
Eat some snacks.
so
The night of the 9th. You step away from the room, letting others take their usual positions to either get sleep or, in the case of, I imagine you're taking watches probably over the night to watch over Olo. do their thing. You step out. Where would you like to go for your 8 hours meditation?
So, can you bring up the map of the city?
Yes.
And we are.
Oh no! Wait! Isn't it up here?
If
Oh,
I'm
you
not
marked
mistaken, you're up. Or no, that's right. You're in the expensive one, so you're down here.
it. We didn't do the duck yet.
In Platinum Row.
Well, am I able to get up like on a rooftop at this
You can
place?
certainly try. Yeah. Do you have like a spell that would help you, or are you like trying to climb?
I just don't know if there's like stairs to get up to the roof for some reason at this establishment.
There wouldn't probably be like stairs and a door to the roof,
Uh-huh.
but you could like go out your window and try climb up there.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna do that.
Could be fun.
But you could.
Good, but I'm not. And then so the red is walls, yeah?
Most of it.
Most of it. Okay, so like down there we're like that like garrison looking thing. Is that like what is that? Like castle
This down here, or the one in the middle?
in the middle?
This is, yeah, that's the castle.
Okay.
That's the garrison.
There's a garrison over here, yeah.
Okay, so am I allowed to be like in that like grassy area?
For sure.
Yeah.
The long one?
Yeah. Are you allowed to be there?
Technically, do you want to try?
So if you're looking for a nature spot, there's one right here.
But we're down there, right?
Yeah, that is way
This
closer.
would be a long walk.
It would be a long
Yeah,
walk.
that's true. That's fair.
You could always ask somebody to go with you to guard you, which might be a good idea.
I mean, you're also a level 8 sorcerer badass in the middle of the city. You can handle
That means
yourself.
he wants to kill you.
I know. Okay, I'm sorry. Gonna go out to like the farmland over there because that seems pretty
Which area are you pointing at?
to the over there.
You're going outside the city?
Yeah, 'cause I need to be under the stars.
Yeah. Okay. I thought you weren't. Were you not talking about Brightwood
No,
or Little Home? Okay.
no.
Fully outside the city.
Yeah,
Okay.
Don't want to be with that light pollution.
yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. All the torches everywhere really mess up with the stars.
Okay.
Yeah. Before. Oh, baby's awake. I asked if anybody wants to join me because I'm going to attempt to unlock the next glyph on my little necklace here. Go outside the city. Who would like to go?
Is it nighttime?
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh, baby. So we go.
You go. You guys walk out to this kind of farmland on the outskirts, beyond the city walls. Regina, you pick a spot. We'll say kind of nearby one of the farmsteads. You have a field of some kind of wheat or other grain to your right, going along that direction. City walls to the left, kind of open fields beyond. Regina has a seat on the ground and looks up at the sky. And you see she looks very focused. And you kind of stop paying attention for a little bit, kind of just looking around, keeping watch, doing your thing. Maybe you're trying to read.
no.
You
Keep it on my toes. Need to be around any corner.
You glance back at her a couple minutes later, and her eyes look like glazed over. You kind of peer closer. They look dark. You lean in a little bit more, and you see small little little speckles of light, like stars, that she stares at.
That's pretty sick.
Mm-hmm.
Regina, these 8 hours pass with a strange push and pull, twisting manipulation of time. You kind of go back and forth in your head. Was it 8 hours? Was it a few seconds? Was it days, weeks, months? It's weird. It's very strange. It doesn't feel like torturously so when it feels long like that, but
What is time?
it's very confusing. And as you focus,
I'm listening. Vincent told me to turn the stove off.
Oh, fair.
Sterilizing cookies.
Oh, I thought it was still on from when you guys cooked food earlier.
No. Okay.
you kind of get to this out of body space. And you have that moment where, you know how like when you're super like tired and distracted, you almost like dissociate.
Oh,
You feel like separate from yourself.
Just waving his phone in front of the camera.
keep going. I think he doesn't think I saw his message. Okay, go.
You have that moment that hits at the end of that where you like kind of come back to yourself and realize that you were sort of pulling away. And you're like, wow, I haven't blinked in a long fucking time. Your eyes are starting to feel kind of dry. And you blink, and there's that kind of like almost sticky pull to your eyelids when your eyes are real fucking dry. You've been up way too long. And as you open them, you find yourself standing amongst the stars that you were staring at on a floating piece of stone, cobblestone at your feet. These strange branching platforms with worn, almost rubble bridges crossing the gaps. This space around you shifting as your perspective moves, as you're kind of drifting at a slow spin. Your sense of up and down kind of thrown a little bit, as not only are you spinning, but also tilting the other way. It's a very odd experience. You look around, and then back in front of you, as you stand on this kind of large black circle of glyph and spellwork around.
We haven't needed these in a while.
I know. In the middle? Is that what you like over here?
Oh, good lord.
Just off to the side of it,
Like over
like
here?
looking towards the center.
Like so. Like so.
Yeah, well, like in the black.
In the
On
black.
the edge of the black.
Oh god.
Yeah, God.
Told you I'm gonna die. Okay.
You look
Hey,
to the
the
left
healer's
and the
with you.
right. And as you look back forward, you see a figure who wasn't there before. At least not that you saw.
Deja vu.
Indeed. It looks almost like some of the people that you had seen before in the Citadel. Elvish in form, but skin kind of a dark slate gray. These high pointed ears, kind of somewhat rough and ragged looking studded leather armor. And wrapped around the forearm and dangling 3-4 feet these thick chains, huge links, spikes poking out. And he just kind of shifts on his foot a little bit, and you hear that jingle of the chains. Are you worthy?
Yes.
Prove it. And he starts to bolt. Roll initiative.
Oh, I came with her for no reason.
You don't know.
Man, split screen. 2 different fights happening at the same time. We can't help each other. Son of a bitch.
That'd be wild.
Or you might like see her fucking like damage being done to her. Like nose starts bleeding and she starts like fucked up or something.
No. I should have buffed you before you did all this stargazing.
Yeah. Well, it's
Damn.
over 8 hours.
Oh, well, there's no buff. Not so much.
Not so much.
So could have given her Heroes Easter. Something crazy that lasts a long time.
Fuck it, we'll use this guy.
How long does the temporary hit points last for the motivational speech?
I don't know.
What is your initiative roll?
10.
Okay. How you feeling? How you doing over
Terrifying.
About to chain you up in your own mind.
I know.
there? So he bolts at you with unbelievable speed. It seems as though he like takes one step, his whole body just kind of like snapping into the movement like a fucking cheetah or something. And then it's like his form almost blinks out of existence very briefly with this blur, and he's in front of you swinging a chain. He will go first. It's a 12 to hit.
No.
Okay. It's a 13 to hit.
No.
It's D20, man. They're cocked. 15 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. You take 10 points of piercing damage and make a dexterity saving throw.
I just saw how many hit points she has.
That's probably much.
No.
Ooh, natural 20.
Natural 20?
Yeah.
Impressive. Okay. Then... yeah. I'll just stay put. All right. Your turn.
I'm gonna do a shocking grasp to this creature in front of me.
Okay.
Okay. I don't remember how to even play. Oh my god. I have another natural 20.
Holy shit.
Yes.
Nice.
Full damage.
Well,
What the fuck?
can I see if I get it again?
Yes.
Yeah. That's
Oh
right.
my
See if you do that.
No.
Oh.
The complete opposite.
Natural one.
Yeah. Okay.
Good to get it out on that roll.
Yeah.
2, 11, so 22.
Sorry?
22.
22 points of damage
Mm-hmm.
on a shocking grasp?
20, yeah. 2d8. Oh, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So I got
Oh,
11.
doubled. 11 times 2, 22.
Yeah.
Is there a plus on shocking grasp?
7.
Why?
That's what it says right here. Right? Plus 7.
Is that plus 7 to hit?
Yeah.
Probably.
That's spell attack, so that's like that would have been added to your natural.
I'm trying to remember how to play here.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
been a
for sure.
minute.
Yeah, because that's hit.
Okay, so 11 points of damage done.
Yes.
All right, 22.
22.
Still a lot for a shocking grasp.
Yes.
Impressive.
Thank you. Because like he's like wearing metal, like armor made
It's
of metal.
studded leather.
So it's
What are you trying to get out of it?
I was just saying
I think you get
it
advantage on
can't take reactions until the start of its next turn, but like I mean
That's
it's
not
just,
affected by the metal. That's just a thing that
Yeah.
shocking grasp does.
Mhm.
Okay. That's your action.
You running?
He don't hit me if I run.
No, he can't. He can't take reactions.
That's a shocking grasp thing.
That's right.
That's the reason for it.
Yeah, I'm getting the hell out of there. Okay. He's gonna come right at me. Okay.
Bonus action.
Yeah, Shadow Blade.
Okay. You shock him a bit. He kind of shudders and shakes. His muscles locking up as you take that time to slip away and bolt. And as you're running, you coalesce the shadows and form the blade in your hand. As he kind of shakes out of that stunning electrocution, he's going to wheel around and run. Yeah, right up to you.
You want it right here or right in front of her?
That is great.
Okay.
And attacks. 24 to hit.
Shield?
Shield is going to boost your AC over 24?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I was hoping it would just stop it.
Like, oh darn! She,
Fuck you. Fuck you, shield.
What is your AC now?
14.
Shield adds 5, so that would only put you up to 19.
Yeah, stupid.
So if
Okay.
I were you,
Use what?
I wouldn't spend
Make a
spell
roll?
slot.
yeah.
Oh, that is a thing. I always
Hey.
forget that Luck can do that.
Sorry,
yeah.
sorry.
No, I'll take that hit.
No, you can do it.
You're sure? Okay.
Yeah, I just don't want them to like
Help.
to backseat drive your character. This is you.
No,
This is your moment.
I love it because my brain is dead. Yeah, let's make him luck that roll.
Come on, she's got a bait.
She's
so
It's still going to be a 19.
okay.
Or, I'm sorry, 21.
All right.
So you will take 9 points of piercing damage
Okay.
and roll a dexterity saving throw.
17.
Okay. Attack number 2. 12 to hit.
No.
Attack number 3. That is a 24.
Yeah.
Take another 8 points of piercing damage and make another dex save.
19.
19. Lovely. Nothing happens. Okay. He is. Fuck it, he'll stay. Why not? Yeah.
Question.
Yeah.
Wait, if he's trying to hit me, and since I have like that shadow blade, am I able to like have a reaction of trying to block, like blocking it with my blade? Like I'm trying to
I don't
come
think
at.
Shadow Blade works that way. It's like you can use it in place of a like physical weapon, and it does the damage that it says. Like if he were to run away,
Mm-hmm,
then you could have an opportunity attack reaction.
mm-hmm.
But unless you have a specific thing that allows you to have some sort of reaction in response to an attack against you, then no.
Okay.
It might just be a fighter thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is your turn.
Okay. Cool. Would you consider this dim light?
Yes.
Cool. So I have an advantage on my attack roll here. So I'm going to use my shadow blade to sweep him.
Make an attack roll.
That's a 15.
Shadowblade user man. Do you roll this like a normal melee attack?
Mhm.
Like Dex?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's yeah.
Mhm.
So
Oh wait, is it? I don't know. I don't think it says. I assume. I think you make an attack with the weapon that you have. The shadow blade just like add a shadow to the weapon.
no, the
It,
Shadowblade
it
is a weapon of
counts as
itself.
a simple melee weapon with
Okay,
which you
yeah.
are proficient.
Right.
It deals 2d8 psychic damage on hit and has the finesse, light, and thrown properties.
Yeah.
2060.
Okay, so it'd be Dex plus proficiency to hit.
That's what it is.
Well, my dex is 0.
Yeah, your dex is
Yeah.
just your proficiency bonus, which is 3. So whatever you roll plus 3.
Okay. Oh, I see right there. So with my little advantage, 15, 16, 18.
That does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Fuck yes.
You said psychic.
Yes. 8.
8. Righto. Bonus action, movements.
I'm just gonna stand my ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you.
Wait, I do have a question. Am I allowed to healing word myself?
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that's a bonus action.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
You can healing word?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. You continue your killing me, and I'll roll this.
You slash out with your shadow blade, kind of leaving this streak of whirling motes of shadow in the wound that you open up as they then eventually kind of dissipate, and you reach back to heal your own wounds. To look back up as the healing magic is going into you and see him reeling back with these spiked chains and just getting ready to unleash. 24 to hit.
Yeah. Luck that. No,
Okay.
I'm not gonna hit.
Good move. That will definitely miss. So good move. He starts to swing at you, and you see it coming for your face, and you are genuinely terrified for a brief moment. You kind of blink your eyes at it and will that somehow just lucky innate energy that you have. And as your eyes open back from that blink, you see that his course has been shifted a little bit, and he's just a little off and whiffs by. Okay. 14 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes to strike again. You use your shadow blade to kind of hit the chain off to the side. And even worse, you get like a 9 to hit. All misses. You stood your ground and actually lived to tell the tale.
Hell yeah.
Different for you.
I know. I know.
You've come a long way from that ogre in the case.
I've learned my lesson.
It is your.
Okay.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to Burning Hands this creature. So you need to do a dexterity saving throw.
20.
Damn it.
Does it do half damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So 10, 5.
Is that 5 total? Like before
Well,
being halved?
no.
or-
That's it.
That's the half.
Yeah.
Okay. You kind of press your hands together and open up, and from there, this blooming flower of fire turns into a rushing torrent and kind of engulfs him for a second. As you kind of look away from the heat and the brightness of your own spell for a moment, and you look back as the spell is coming to its completion, and you see him whirling his chains around in front of him, kind of breaking the stream of fire a bit. You singe him, but it was not as effective as you were hoping it was going to be. And he is going to come back at you. That is a 15 hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 5 points of piercing damage, and make a dexterity save.
9.
Go ahead and roll a d6 for me.
6.
As his chain lashes out at you, it catches you kind of on your thigh, and he starts to pull it back in the one or two of the spikes that has gone into you kind of sticks, and it pulls you off balance. You're knocked prone. So attack number 2 at advantage now. That is a 23 to hit.
Yeah.
Anything DM concentration.
You take 8 points of piercing damage, and make another dex save.
18.
Okay. Attack number 3. 18 to hit.
Yeah. I can do shield for that one though, right?
If you would like to.
Yes, please.
Your magical barrier rises as his third strike comes down. He's just wailing on you as you're on the ground, but you manage to kind of pull your hands in front of you and release that energy in order to catch this final attack. It is now your turn.
She'll stand up.
Yes. Okay, hold on. I'm just looking at all my fancy things that I have here. Would I be able to use the amulet while I'm trying to unlock the glyphs of it?
You, in this moment, kind of thinking of this, you look down to where the amulet normally is.
It's gone.
It's not there.
It's not there. Okay. Then I'm going to where'd it go? The ice knife. You create a shard of ice and fling it at one creature within range.
Okay. Is that a spell attack?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Keep in mind, you are within 5 feet, so you're at disadvantage
I can
unless
use
you move away.
I think one of my sorcery things I think I can change that.
Use a sorcery point.
Yeah. The careful one. Oh no, that's to make it go further. Okay, no, sorry, not that. I will do shocking grasp on him again instead. 18.
That does hit.
Eight. And since he can't do a reaction, I'm a bail.
Okay.
Which one you want to go?
Where you headed?
This way. Yep. Perfect.
Just as a reminder, you do have these other like outer floating platforms. They have these kind of like they look like large crystal balls almost, with just sort of like wispy clouds floating on the inside.
Okay.
You move over there. Bonus action.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Wait, yep. I'm going to heal myself again.
Okay.
Yeah.
You shock and grasp. You run. You heal yourself on the move. And as you turn around to face your enemy once more, he is upon you.
Of course.
Ever pursuant. That is a 20 to hit.
Yeah.
7 points of piercing damage.
Of course.
And make a dexterity saving throw.
8.
8.
Yeah.
Roll a d6.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, that's fine. That's fine. 2. I'm having a moment on how many did I roll last time for the healing one?
You do 1d4 plus your stuff.
Plus what stuff?
Your charisma modifier.
I guess this 1d4 plus 1 right here next to the thing.
So that.
Okay. I think I rolled too many the last time.
If it's a druid spell, if she got it from that, then it's probably plus her wisdom.
Oh. So, well, it's still 1. So,
Yeah.
okay. 3. Okay, so hold on. And then you just did 7?
Yes. And then you rolled a d6.
Yeah, and 2.
2. As the chain strikes over your shoulder, it kind of, the part of it that goes beyond whips around and the spikes stick into your back. You feel a horrible pain as he starts to pull it back and it starts to pull across the skin. And then you see, starting from his hand and extending on the chain, an almost too quick for the eye, like flashing wave of this kind of blackened, dark green energy. And as it goes along the chain and then hits the point where it starts to touch you, you feel that searing across your shoulder and back, and you take an additional 21 points of necrotic damage.
Oh.
Yeah, nope.
Unconscious. You drop to your knees, the pain just burning across. You look down at your shoulder where it's digging in still, and you see the skin and flesh start to blacken and then rot and wilt away, revealing muscle, which then also blackens and rots, and then bone beneath, which then blackens and rots, and then marrow, and then nothing as you start to melt, and you feel a horrendous suffering agony as this very quick destruction of your form overtakes, and you look back up at him and scream, and he laughs, and then your vision goes dark. Jiraiya. You see her sitting before you, staring up at the sky still. Every once in a while you see her body just kind of twitch this way, that, forward, back. Her head will kind of do that, but still staring above the stars. And then you hear kind of a high-pitched whine. Not real loud. And then silence. Her head rolls forward, and she falls back into the grass.
I grab her and use lay on hands.
How much?
All of it.
How much is that?
10.
Regina, you come to consciousness on the grass. It's kind of farmland on the outskirts of the city with 10 hit points.
What happened? Are you all right?
I wasn't worthy. Not yet.
Worthy of what?
To get the next cliff. I'm not strong enough. too fragile. I felt like I'm pretty sure I died. Again. This place sucks.
We will have to fix that.
I want to be able to unlock this whole amulet, and I feel like I'm failing. This is only the second time I've tried it, but obviously
You will get it in time.
I'm not ready. That was rough. I am very tired.
Let's go.
You look about as you get up and start to walk back to the inn. The sun crests over the horizon. You eventually get back as the rest of your party is kind of starting to wake up for the day.
I'm gonna go to, like, I assume there's, like, obviously an open bed, right? Like, he's another one. I go over to it and crawl under the covers in the little ball, and I just lay there for a little bit,
Yeah.
staring at
And
the
as you
wall.
guys see Udina walk in, there's no like physical manifestation of injury, but she looks tired, kind of sunken, dark around the eyes. She just looks like she's moving a bit shaky, wobbly on her feet as she kind of crawls under the blankets. So,
Just playing with her hair like this.
You look shittier than me.
I don't want to talk about it.
Calm emotions.
Just like tickling.
assuming you take a long rest that morning, you'll have a bit towards the end of the day and kind of the night to come to do other things.
I will just go down to the tavern area, whatever, and order food and some drink and just mind my own and watch the show, contemplating about what the hell I'm supposed to be doing.
Okay. Anything else with the 10th then?
I think to make her feel better, I feel like she'd go back to the library. She's not reading anything in particular, just grabbing a book with a spine that looks interesting and just opening it up and reading it, then getting bored and finding another one. She's not herself at the moment.
Okay. Eventually then that day will come to a close. On the 11th, is there anything you want to do?
Just hang out with the group, kind of tag along.
How do you do? Just chill?
Yeah.
Felf. Starting the morning of the 9th. What do you want to do today?
Oh, the same thing I do. Trying to do. Yes. So, my plans for this, these days off, days. As John Ellis said, we will be comparing magical stuff, arcane things, whatever. But when it is not my turn to babysit him, my goal for while I'm here during the days, I want to wander the town. If I can talk to Elminster, sweet. If not, fine. I'm trying to find a wizard because I'd like to try to acquire a spell scroll or get some new wizard spell. Let's see. And mechanically, I think we talked about it before, but I don't remember what you said. If the wizard spells I would be able to learn would have to be based on my wizard level, or level of a spell I can cast. You know what I mean?
Check your character sheet.
I don't know where that'd be.
And like manage spells. It should like tell you what is available to you.
Right.
In terms of like learning new ones. It'll be in your list.
Right. Well, that's what I. Obviously, wizard spells would only be level 1. So that's all I can do is wizard. You know what I mean? But if it's a wizard and bard spell, that's a higher level. You know what I mean? Can I learn a mixture spell like that? Because they kind of overlap.
Well, so with a bard though, you have like a limited number that you can know, right? Like you can't learn new ones. It's like X number of whatever, right?
I believe that's correct. Yes.
Um,
So yeah, you're right. So it'd have to be wizard only stuff, or stuff of wizard level that I could cast. Let's say.
Probably.
Okay.
Or that's why I'm saying look at your sheet, because it might say like if when you go to learn spells or whatever, it might limit it to like a certain level, or it might not.
I see. Let me see here. So, like through the edit or like the level up feature kind of thing to see what spells I could choose from, kind of thing. The builder, hammer and anvil,
I don't think that. I think it'll be actually on your sheet,
like the wizard class.
like just when you go to manage spells on the sheet itself.
Okay. Man, okay. Okay, I see. So pretty much anything from that list I could learn on the add spells thing.
Hold on.
Okay. Oh, fuck. I keep forgetting I can prepare different spells I already know for wizard. I'm so used to not doing that. I've like a few other spells I can do, I'd never change it. I found a relevant blurb of words if you'd like to hear it.
Sure, I'm reading stuff on a forum as you see.
Okay.
What do you got?
So I was looking under the wizard stuff for learning spells and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
First level wizards, you get whatever spells, blah, 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 blah. On your adventures, you might find other spells that you can add to your spell book. So, copying a spell into the book. When you find wizard spells of first level or higher, you can add it to your spell book. If it is of a spell level, you can prepare. And if you can spare the time to decipher and copy it, blah, blah. Copying that spell into your spell book involves reproducing the basic form of the spell, then deciphering the unique, blah, 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 blah. You must practice the spell until you understand the sounds or gestures required, then transcribe it into your spell book using your own notation. For each level of spell, the process takes 2 hours and costs 50 gold. The cost represents material components you expend as you experiment with the spell to master it, as well as the fine inks you need to record it. Once you have spent this time and money, you can prepare the spell just like your other spells.
I'm finding people making good arguments for both ways.
Both ways is in
Whether it is because you are a wizard, you can do that for any spell you have slots for, or interpreting it as
only wizard.
only based on what you would know as that level of wizard.
Right.
Um,
I'm fine with either.
We level up or something?
I'm trying to learn spells.
I walked and I heard you say, I'm going to find a dealer. I was like, is he buying drugs?
Yeah,
No.
I did.
Yeah, I hope you have your new character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, here.
I would turn invisible and just dump sharp trigger on it.
While he's snoring.
Suck it in.
Feels so much better. I think I'm over. I feel okay.
You take.
Let's party.
Points of death.
Spellcasting second. You determine what spells you know and can prepare for each class individually as if you are a single classed member of that class. If you are...
We're walking the fine line of what spells I can learn. If it's only wizard stuff,
If the
or if it's
spell is
wizard
on your
and
class
bard
spell
stuff,
list, but of a higher level than you can only cast, you must make an ability check.
using the wizard mechanics
It's
of
a spell
learning
check.
spells.
Gotcha.
Check spell. So I think we saw this with Jiraiya on his character sheet as well. Because he has levels in Paladin and levels in Cleric, he got spell slots for levels above that which he was actually able to learn. So he can upcast things
Right, but
to higher levels, but can't learn spells at that level.
Gotcha.
So I think it would apply the same way.
Yeah,
Um, so you can learn up to whatever you can learn as that many levels of wizard, and you can upcast it to whatever you want, but you can't learn like beyond what your levels of a wizard would allow as far as copying into your spellbook.
That makes sense. I didn't know there was the learn spells mechanic in the actual software thing here. That makes it easy because I can't learn anything on the bard stuff. I can only learn first level and up on the wizard.
That's what I was trying to have you look at.
yeah.
Okay.
I didn't even know those were things.
Gotcha.
Nifty. Anyways, so still that.
Okay.
But it changes the spell level.
So If you want to go about meeting Elminster, how do you want to try to do that?
It doesn't necessarily have to be Elminster now that I know it's going to be just first level stuff. I feel like it could be just any like the clerk at the what's the magic place? The Arcanum or isn't that the Emerald Bullshittery?
Emerald Bullshittery?
Yeah.
You're talking about the Dragon's Tail Arcanery?
No, the
Emerald Repository?
is that it? The repository?
That's like a library.
I thought last time we were at one of those, it had like a bunch of wizards and shit. When we stole from them, there was like wizard room.
Are you having a Mandela effect again?
I don't know.
There was like there was someone who like teleported in.
Yeah, it was many months ago. I'm searching for wizards. I guess I don't know.
That's why I'm asking Elminster, because he's like the one you know for sure.
You
Yeah,
always have Darius send a message.
but I guess that's true. But the boy sent so many messages. Might as well call him Nokia.
Yeah. He is tough.
That's true. What a
We gotta
nickname.
talk to him anyways.
I have to talk to Dry anyways.
No, we gotta talk to Elminster anyways.
Oh. Yeah, I guess so. Well, he's not here for me to ask about. I feel like he didn't go yet for his off duty or his whatever. He's gonna have like no spell slots because we're gonna make him do all this shit while he's like not doing it. So.
I mean, he can not do it, or he can do it. He's also got multiple days of possible sendings,
Yeah.
depending on what he does. So.
Oh my.
Is there anything else you want to do? We can wait for him to come back in for that.
Yeah. Well, how about on this day, I'll try it myself. And if it doesn't work today, I'll ask him tomorrow to
Try and find a wizard.
I'm just gonna try and find a wizard. I'm gonna go to. I mean, we're staying
Or are you going to try to find Elminster or just any wizard?
anyone with fancy robes and a long beard that looks magic.
Are you literally just walking around town?
No,
You're
no,
like-
no, no.
You gotta ask around.
Yeah, absolutely profiling everybody I see. No,
I like it.
we're staying at the fancy place though. Yeah,
Yes.
I believe so.
so I'm gonna go down to the man I keep pleasuring by the desk.
I hate that.
You started it.
You know,
You did. Check the tapes. Anyways, I'm gonna go to that guy. Is he? I wait till he's not busy. Pardon me, good sir. I am in need of assistance with matters arcane. Do you know of any wizards around that are approachable? Any magic folks?
Depends on what you consider approachable. There are many wizards within the area. There are centers of learning around the Scarlet Circle. You may be able to find lower level wizards and some teachers around that area, or if you are feeling particularly adventurous or convincing,
Yes.
charismatic lad like yourself,
Getcha.
there are several members of the Enclave Arcanum who live within Demaria's walls. There is Mordenkainen,
Oh my.
Elminster. There's also Everard the Black, Otto, Skamos Vok, Shazata, Silvertown, and also Keita Valthira.
Could you copy down the addresses where I might find them?
What?
do you have such things available to you? It did sound.
No.
There. What?
Most of the, if you're talking about the big,
Yes, the names.
yes, they live within the Brightwood district.
Brightwood District.
Yes, they prefer the sort of solace it offers from the masses.
People like us.
Yes. They have their various towers and other abodes within the trees there.
In lieu of a direct, I keep changing my accent. I don't know if you've noticed. In lieu of the names we spoke, could you point me to these learned centers of scholarly, teacherly kind of wizards? Just for options.
Yeah, you may find some within Scholars Circle, the center of the Great Wheel District.
Scholars Circle?
Scholars Circle, at the center of the Grand Wheel District.
And the
There are several centers of learning there. Places that you'll find also non-magic users, but also probably some magic users who would hang out around that area.
you said the Brightwood was where the fancy people are.
Pardon?
The Brightwood was what the place where the fancier people were.
Members of the Enclave Arcana have their abodes there, yes. The ones who live in the city, at least.
Go door knocking.
Hello.
How are you?
Would you like to tell me that?
No, who are you?
Depends on your
Your
confidence and your pleasing self-attack.
Well, it is quite good, I think. But I appreciate the information. That is really all I require at the moment. Do you need anything?
It's been a few days since I've had a pleasing.
Do you need a pleasing this moment, or
Would you
perhaps
perform for me?
this moment, or perhaps later? When is your schedule open for
I
pleasing?
am eager to be pleased.
I can give you a taste now. Pleasing. I will please him. With my flute and
Okay. Yeah, sure. You play him a ditty.
Yeah.
Make him happy.
should I roll?
If you want to, yeah, why not?
Oh, okay. 21.
Hey, he's pleased.
Done.
He's very pleased.
That's good. Thank you. Anyways,
Yes. Moving on with the day.
tip. Jaunt. Since I assume it's earlier in the day, this has been like my day's thing.
Yes, he is back. If you want to do that, or you can go nuts. What are you gonna do?
So before I leave, Jiraiya,
Yes.
could you send a message for me? Perhaps? It is the first day of us doing this thing still? To Elminster.
Yes.
Okay. I believe we have to speak to him about other matters as well. Yes?
Yes.
What do we need to talk to him about?
Tyler?
Yeah, I guess
Do we
we're
not
in the
know how
house.
to get to him?
No. I don't think he gave us.
Well, no,
he
but
just told us that, you would contact him. That he knew one of us could contact him.
yes.
Okay.
But why did we need to contact him?
I think we were going to talk to him about our plans for later, but not.
No, we want to talk
Yeah.
to him.
Oh, we were going to, I
Because he
believe,
might know more.
Rory wanted to ask him something.
Right, about the queen
What about?
came out. He knows more
Oh.
information. And, kind of tell him what happened with Xavier.
Xavier. Yes.
The little dragonborn.
Thank you. Who the fuck is that? I am bad with names. It's been a long 2 days. Okay. Yes, Jiraiya, if you might send Elminster a message saying, I don't know if he knows my name, but the bard wishes to visit you, and also, do you have books about Tia? Love, Jiraiya. You can add that. Your undying servant, Scales. My tail's bigger than yours.
So yeah, I send him to talk to
Balls.
What is your
to
message?
Forever asking your forgiveness.
Phil, our bard needs to speak to you. And we need more information on Tiamat, if you know anything.
The dude messaged me too. I don't know if you're-
Did you really? What did you say?
Funny.
I guess that's it.
How much is
Got 7 left, but I don't know what to say.
Tell him where we're at.
Still
Once I come get us.
still not something, but
Where-
So you don't have to use one. The marble lady.
it's still like okay. It's not
Where are we? What day
We
is it?
reside at the Marble Lake.
Is it true? I think he was
Peace.
You say peace?
Peace.
Well, peace is better than the bloodshed reenacted before, I suppose.
I cast sending a.
But, well, okay.
Go silent.
Can't. Yeah. Cast. Oh,
There's a quick
all right.
rush of air, and he appears in the room.
Yes, hello.
Is this the night of the first day, correct?
The morning. Early afternoon, late morning.
It's good to see you.
Look outside. There's a window.
There's
Yes? You wanted... You! What?
Did you say anything with the books?
Huh?
He's here now.
I know. But
You were first in the message. What do you want? Hello, donkey.
well,
Interesting.
I was wondering if you could teach me some magic stuff. I have some time. I need to study some scrolls. I feel like you probably know all of the things I could want to learn.
Likely.
Yes.
You're not going to use them for activities, are you?
It depends on the activity you mean.
You have a junkie tied to a bed?
I already know those Janisters.
Oh,
I was looking for others. Kinds of spells.
We are trying to like the junk fight.
This is true. That is why he's done
Good luck.
No.
Look like hell.
Yeah, they say that, but really it's just because it's my birthday.
It's a birthday. What a specific treat for you.
There's no end to my fascination with you.
You almost specifically asked for you. No. Happy birthday, Olo.
Life is disappointment. So you're looking for spells.
Yes.
Which ones?
So we have a few days. How many spells could you copy down for me to practice?
Well, let's start with a bit of information.
Yes.
One, I am a member of the Enclave Arcanum, not the official copyist.
No, what?
Your official copyist.
Oh, excellent. Yes.
That in mind, what do you want? Be specific.
Okay. There are about 3 spells I am interested in adding to my book of spells.
Yes?
The alarm spell,
Right.
the burning hands spell,
I see.
and also the identify spell.
Yeah. Very good. Well, let's see what I have on hand.
Excellent.
He pulls up his robe and he appears to be looking inside.
Yes,
Just gonna rub up on him.
yes. Meteor sworn, not that.
I mean, maybe
Hmm.
something nice for later.
Back up, you said what?
I'll admit I am not opposed to a one-time use morphine spell if you have something taking up too much room in your endless pockets.
Have we got 8 to 10,000 gold pieces?
No.
Great. Then, identify this spell scroll here.
Uh-huh.
What are you going to do with it?
Learn it, and then
Burn
no, I could, but I don't think that'll do it. I want to have the ability to see if things are magical and fun. That's pretty much it. We are adventurous. We
Yeah,
delve.
you do.
Yes. And I also don't like to get wool put over my eyes at shops. I want to be able to know if something can do what is stated.
Well, where the gold, I suppose.
Yes.
Somewhat selfish, reasonable. Have you 100 gold pieces?
I do.
I'll take it.
Can.
Takes your gold.
Uh-huh.
That's lunch.
What are you eating?
Very fine food.
Obviously.
The cafeteria at the Castle de Marriott. Out of this world. That's a joke.
I believed you for that price.
Yeah. Nothing's for free. Except some things. When I
Like-
feel like it.
Excellent.
Like now!
He puts the alarm spell on the bed.
That one's on me!
Oh,
Okay.
Now go fuck yourself. What else did you need? Tiamat? Yes?
yes.
What about that old 3-4 19-headed bitch who knows?
We need to know more about it.
First off, how many heads?
Well, what one for each of the chromatic dragon colors? So the text say, what do you know? What do you want to know?
Well, do you have books they could study about the subject?
Might have.
Okay, Regina, can you show him
We believe she
the
has
ritual
chosen a champion.
that we saw from Xavier? Show him the memory.
Oh, I always forget you have.
Did I see that?
Yeah, you went back there. Because you went all over searching.
Okay.
Interesting.
He looks at the remembrance bright on your head and sees eyes flash.
Huh. That's a fun little piece. Well,
Do you know what that does? Or
Gesundheit.
his whistle. I mean, no. Looks like some kind of weird worship. As far as I can tell, there's nothing magical about it, but
Just more of a shrine.
limited knowledge, yes, I would say. sort of a, hey, God, look at me. I'm good. Or in this case, probably bad. I serve you
Yes.
well, you know.
Yes.
Usual holy or unholy folk type business.
So you know the sword that you helped us get away from Jiraiya?
Indeed.
So you know how we said we had a way to get rid of it?
Yes, of course. Keep it out of the hands of dangerous individuals.
Uh-huh. And so we kind of did that.
Lovely.
But we also kind of sold it. And we thought it was okay because it was a magic shop user. And he said he was not going to use it at all or sell it to anybody. He just wanted it because he thought it was super
He owns
cool.
a magic shop. He's not going to sell it.
And then we found out he was the one that made that ritual. And he left.
So, in summation, you gave a dangerous, cursed, sentient weapon to what you believe to be Tiamat's new champion.
Well, we did not know that part when we gave it to him.
Bravo. Endless fascination. Now paired with slight disappointment. Also amusement. Good luck. That's gonna bite you in the ass. Maybe me also. You know, in the sense that it could bite everybody in the ass. Well done.
It's a lot of heads.
Truly,
Like, tasks.
that may one day become an Elminster level problem.
Let's hope that day never comes.
Yes, let's. If it does, I'll have you to thank. So, Tiamat, that wicked bitch. What about her?
Like, do you
Other than the champion?
know if there are? I don't know. Like, is there more than just like stories of like I don't know how to reach her maybe or how to like a weakness or I don't know something that we could use to help us fix our little problem.
Fix her?
Should I fix him? The guy that
Donkey?
ran away.
Oh, the champion.
Yes.
You're pointing at a lot of places. Well, I mean, you could kill him. I imagine you'd have to find him. I assume you don't know where he is at this point, or you might already have. Yeah?
Right.
Right. Well,
Is there a way to find him somehow?
possibly. Could attempt to scribe on the boy. Wait until he does something awful. No doubt. Tiamat were to find her, well, the hells most likely. So says the research. So says Mordenkainen anyway. He's been in Avernus a time or two. He thinks she's there.
So she's probably in the house.
Yes, according to Mordenkainen, most likely the first layer.
First layer. And okay, so I read that she may not be a god. Is that right?
She may not. Says who? Oh,
No, I thought I
yeah,
read in
the
the book.
majority of people here, yes. Right. That is a bit of a misconception. Many people here, I believe it's due to your folk, scale, being enslaved for as long as you have. Your ways were sort of, you know, buried. Most outlawed. in many ways for a very long time, only really made lawful again so much as to prevent the slaughter of everybody's slaves, because you just wouldn't give it up. Really. So they sort of decriminalized worship of Muhammad, in order to keep your folk alive, keep doing the work. But still, the damage was done, and yes, now most people have significant doubts as to the validity or therefore even existence of godly beings, being Muhammad and Tiamat. However, they are very real. He's evidence enough of that.
Do the old gods have less power than if they don't have followers?
That can happen, yes. Sometimes, or at least, granted, I've never met one. But that's a theory, somewhat prevalent. There are more, though. Some believe gods are all-powerful regardless of who worships them, simply for, being that they exist. Like you, or I, or him. Whether or not you believe in him doesn't make him any less capable with a knife, yes? That is possible. However, take you again as an example for something else to your question. You gain your power from your god, yes? Most of it, anyway. You'd rather not. That's all you assume. But your spells, they come from barely Platinum Dragon, yes? Right. Were he to stop believing in you, in the sense that, he didn't want to do that for you anymore, those would probably go
I
away.
grab my...
Right.
Yes.
You see him just clock the motion and then look back at you.
In that sense, your power comes from the belief of another, or the trust of another, or however you want to look at it. It could be the same with God.
I always thought as we give each other power.
Oh, that's rather nice.
Isn't that cute?
But it's round! So, could we borrow some books on Tiamat? Do some further research.
I can see what I have. Try to answer your questions to the best of my abilities.
Or
Or do you know a better source of someone we should be talking to that would know more?
Well, what do you
You
want?
know everybody around here, it seems. So
I suppose.
I don't know if there's a specialist on this sort of thing.
Well, I know a fair amount about Tiamat myself. I'm rather old. I know I don't look it. However, I suppose if you want somebody more specialized, you could look to somebody who's a bit more of a demonologist. Although I can't say talking to her would necessarily go well, but she is an option.
And what is her name?
It depends on who you are, I suppose. Common folk have many names for her. The Witch Queen, Natasha the Dark, or, Tasha, I suppose if you know her well enough.
do you think either she or you or I don't know, any book you recommend that, I don't know, in the future if we need to go to find Tiamat, like how to get in?
You want to go find?
We're not sure. We're just exploring options and researching stuff, right?
How
The
scary?
Queen of Avarice.
How scary is it?
Well, I've never been there. But from how fucked up Morton Kernan was after his last visit, Pretty bad. Pretty bad.
Yeah, see, we made this big problem. It's very big, and we're not entirely sure how to solve it if this Xavier guy gets, like, I think you saw him getting armies of other Dragonborn.
Yes, it seems that he wants to turn our kind against everyone.
Yeah. Well. What, forgive me saying, what shade is he?
What's his white?
What's his coloring?
White.
White. So he's commander. He worships the queen of his kind.
And he was little.
Has he actually done anything evil that you know of?
Not besides that smile he gave us before he...
I do not think that counts. But, no.
What?
But he did
The sword will corrupt him.
take the sword. Yeah.
It may. It may. Perhaps he's more powerful than you. Maybe he can resist. I doubt it.
Me too.
I mean, I don't doubt that he's more powerful than you. He was able to trick you out of the sword and...
I mean, we did get this nice cloak.
Silverland.
He gave you the cloak for the sword.
Yes.
Did he make it?
The
Or is it the
cloak?
boy running the arcanery?
Yes.
We think so.
Well, then I don't doubt at all that he's very much more powerful than you at the moment.
Yes. I believe that.
Bravo. Well, there's a few ways to look at it, I suppose. One, he hasn't done anything terrible that you know of, at least. Yeah. Maybe he won't. Maybe he just wanted the sword for, I don't know, the vibes. The aesthetic.
Like he just wanted to look cool.
Yes, maybe. Maybe he won't attune to it. Maybe he's smarter than that. Or maybe he will. And maybe he'll resist fair whisperings more than you are able. Though that I doubt. Perhaps he is evil, as you think he might be, and he doesn't want to resist. Perhaps him and the sword have a common goal. In that case, you're looking at some pretty rough fallout, I imagine. Unless somebody, can kill him. Or stop him somehow. Which could be you. But you have to find him. The ways to do that are limited. Scrying is an option. Tough one, though, not guaranteed. And, well, frankly, if you don't know anything about where he is, you might not be able to find enough context clues to find him that way anyway.
If we take something from his shop, like he didn't leave much except his ritual stuff. But if we have one of his ritual things, would that make it easier to find him?
Yeah, something of his possessions that might make the scrying spell more effective. Otherwise, not unless you are fairly certain where he is within a certain vicinity and you have a tracking dog. You have a tracking dog?
Do I ever? I mean, I track things all the time. I don't know if I've ever tracked
Oh,
them.
you! I see, yes, you're the wolf lady. Fair. Or bear.
Bear.
Bear. You've got a nose, is what I'm getting at. Maybe. But, again, you'd have to be close, I suppose, to be able to pick up a comparison. And that still leaves you with the problem of getting close. Frankly, unless you've got eyes everywhere, a spy network of your own, you might just have to wait for him to show up. If he's a champion of Tiamat, and you're a champion of Bahamut, and he knows, does he know
Does he know what?
that you're a champion of Bahamut?
Probably.
Probably.
Would he be likely to have that inkling?
Yes.
He noticed your tail.
Yes.
And he,
Yes.
did he maybe see a necklace?
Did he betray himself?
Yes.
Ah, that's a bit of a standout feature.
It's all too coincidental.
Given I've never seen any other tail on a Dragonborn before.
So Dragonborn magic comes from the tail. Yes. It has to be.
Well, not necessarily magic. I do
It's an
know.
antenna for magic.
I know the Dragonborn spellcasters. One in particular who is very powerful. So,
No tail.
no tail. Good friend of mine. Like a daughter almost. Regardless. Yes. I think that being the case, you're likely to see him again, whether you find him or not.
Yes.
Question is when and why. What has he done to draw your attention? Or has he come after you? Do you think he'd want to?
Not unless he
Probably
was
not yet.
influenced to.
Well, perhaps not yet, at least. Suppose if he did, you'd probably be dead already. Given your power differential, or at least assumed power differential.
Well, the only difference is he's hit by himself.
Indeed, you have a donkey. Formidable enemies.
A bear lady.
And a bear woman, yes. And also a bard. And a
Spooky.
spooky. You're a sorceress, yes? Filthy casual.
What did you say?
Filthy casual.
Oh, I know you said filthy casserole. Wait, what? I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Just a bit of a joke, given your powers come for free. And mine comes many years of study and discipline.
He's trying to say you're a natural.
Naturally lucky.
It's funny how you say lucky just like junkie. Lucky.
Yes. Okay. Now. Yes. What else? Do you have any more questions about Tiamat or anything else for that matter? Do you want to talk to Tasha? Natasha the Dark, the Witch Queen, whatever you want to call her. Or, yeah, you ready for your plan? You need help? What is this?
Where is like this Natasha? Is she in the city or is she somewhere else?
No, she's quite far. Kolyana last, I believe.
Oleana?
She prefers being, oh Lord, my pipe. She prefers to be a bit farther away from those of us who disagree with a bit of her particular trees of research. She likes to fiddle around with taboo a bit more than the rest of us. Toys around with dark things that we don't believe are particularly safe to be fiddling with.
Blood
Tempting to
magic.
control, among other things.
Don't look at me like that.
Blood magic? The rumor is she consorts with demons, devils, and the like.
Necromancy.
I would expect. However, we only have mild proof of these things, and no proof that she's done anything actually, treasonous. So, we can only do so much. And she is quite powerful. and smart, cunning, and thus she is, a member of the Enclave, so it is what it is. I don't trust her. You might.
Okay, so what you're saying is she may be like another potential, like, what do you say, bee nest? In the
She might be a potential penis. What?
Well, this is like a bee. Where
Speak
they
clearly, confound you, bear woman.
Those bee homes.
Bee homes. Nest.
You
No,
know, like you
hives.
don't want. Yes, beehives.
Not penises. Got you. Beehives.
So she may be like a beehive that we maybe should not go and poke.
Potentially. I don't know what she'll do with you. She's not altogether unapproachable. She is a member of the Enclave. There are certain things, tact that must be observed as part of a station. Although, being in Coriana, as far as I know, not a lot of people to keep her in check. She can do whatever the fuck she wants probably out there.
In your opinion, from what you know of her, would she be like excited about the whole Tiamat thing? Like, would she be like, yeah, go Tiamat, Or
Like in support of?
Yes.
Well, I don't know. She's a demonologist. She would likely know more, at least. Whether or not she'd be excited, I'm not sure. She did refuse to join the Circle of Eight.
What is Circle of Eight?
Sort of an internal group, a subset of members of the Enclave Arcanum. They primarily focus on the invention of new spells. We've got the likes of Mordenkainen, and he's kind of the overseer of the group, the head. Other members include Otterluke, Tenser, Leomund, Otto, Dromage, Agonazar, Big B.
I'm going to need his spellings for everyone.
You may
Above
be
board.
interested. You guys may be interested in something.
There.
Likely some of you already know some of the spells they've invented.
Yes.
Who do you want first? Mordenkainen's the head.
Mordenkainen.
Jesus Christ. I hope he doesn't have the last name. Half the page.
Big B,
Right.
which is, probably exactly what you think. Yeah. Big B's hand. Otterluke. Otiluke. Tenser. Tenser. Of, Tenser's floating disc. Otto, which is OTTO. Leomund, which is Leo, MUND, of Leomund's
Love his hut.
tiny hut. Love his hut.
Love his hut.
It's a good hut.
Dromage, which is like draw, MIJ. And then Agonazar is AGAN AZZAR.
I sort of forget. I think he worked mostly in fire spells, that Agonazar. Still. Anyway,
Does he live around here?
Agatha?
Yeah.
No. No, indeed, he does not. Let me think. It's been a while since I talked to that one. I believe he lives in Mistress.
Mistress.
That was the last one. I'm sorry.
Correct. He's actually overseeing the Sunwell Lyceum there. When he's not helping the Circle of Eight to invent, he is teaching the next generation.
Sunwell.
Lyceum. I'm new to learning about this, but are each of them heads of the 8 schools of magic?
No, not necessarily.
Do they all operate in a different one, or?
They all operate in different capacities. Otto, for example, really more of a bard than a wizard. But very powerful still. Bards wield quite a bit of arcane ability in their own right. He's here in the city. He's actually a purveyor of the art. Supporter. Oh, shit!
Did you take your meds?
No.
Do you want some?
That'd be lovely.
All right.
I would very much like to meet this Otto if he is. You could point me in the right direction, or maybe acquire introduction for me, and write a little note that says I don't totally suck and you should talk to me for like 10 minutes. Whatever it is.
Why do you want to?
He said he's a bard,
Eh?
purveyor of the arts. I want to be a better bard and purveyor of arts.
Sure.
What appeals you?
I
Not likely.
doubt it.
He's a dwarf.
Yes. I mean, probably.
Okay.
Interesting. Well, I mean, he's not a teacher, I guess. I suppose he could. He certainly can. He has. Why would he want to teach you, I guess? What will get him in the door?
Get him in the door?
Well, you said you want to meet him, yes?
Oh, I figured I'd be the one getting into the door.
Yeah, right, but why does he want to let you in the door? Oh, gosh, goodness, bless you.
Well, I believe my physical playing outstripes my magical bardness. And I would like to see some pointers and shorten the gap. See some tricks. And you say he is part of this circle of hate, and I've been thinking lately to
Circle of hate?
8.
Yes.
Yes. Excellent. Lately I've been thinking to try to modify spells. And I maybe have some fun ideas, or he may have things to tell me that he already knows.
I see.
To keep me from blowing myself up. Or people directly that I try not to blow up.
Well,
Or just to jam. Honestly.
you performing anytime soon?
Yes.
Where?
Where?
Yes.
At the Marble Lady.
So here.
Yes, downstairs.
I
I
see.
forgot where we were. Your presence is so overwhelming.
Well, I'll let him know. You've got to really, I mean, is there anything you can give me that will pique him a bit? You know, why would he want to meet you over any other bard?
I mean, just look at him. You know, you heard him play. And think, that is after he hurt his arm.
Yeah.
Did
He
he?
thought so when we were helping Jiraiya.
During the fight.
I mean,
I'm sure he hurt.
those were my battle spell
Yeah,
type
battle
things,
spells, but not like.
but I'm thinking I'm better at the regular
But
fighting.
I mean,
You're
he
not
has
altogether unskilled.
been able to overcome a handicap.
Was it the pun?
What?
The hand
Oh,
the cap.
I did not mean it.
I played backwards because my good arm was petrified
Yes.
and improperly animated.
Lovely. Well,
So I'd be better at my other arm work, but the point is I'm still pretty damn good.
right, but
And he may be helping the champion of Bahamut. That may save the world from Tiamat.
I'm not sure Otto buys it. I'm sorry, not Otto. Yes, Otto. I'm not sure Otto buys into that business with the Dragon Gods. He's a bit younger than me by, 600 or 700 years.
I guess the answer to your question is there is absolutely no reason, but I do not know him, so I would not know what will you be.
What I'm saying, for example, what piqued my interest was how fucking strange a lot of you are. And that there was talk of a big old bad cursed red sword. That sounded like fun. So,
Glad we can amuse you.
yes. Bravo, again. Now, Otto, given he's, 300, I think. Age-wise, he is a generous patron of the arts, to be sure. However, what makes you, in particular, more interesting to an old council member of the Enclave of Canada,
Oh,
beyond other bards?
what if we curse an instrument?
No. Let's not.
Or
I like where your head's at.
lie about
Bad
it?
idea, but I like where your head's at.
Or fib?
Did you say fib?
Or fib? Like, oh, you should meet us because we have a cursed instrument. But then we get in the door and we're like, okay, we don't really.
But I'm not going to lie to my fellow member of the Enclave Arcanum unless it suits me, and no, it does not. Have you any other ideas? Green Lady. Have you any other ideas?
Well, don't know if he would care about the whole other plan that, what's his face is asking us to do.
Doubt it.
What?
I guess not.
What?
Negan. Well, Negan. Wait, if I shut up the omens or not.
Yes, he's planning on helping us in the end. He needs to know everything.
If you did not already, can you make this room like nobody can hear us or scry on us or whatever? I'm guessing maybe you did when you came in, but just in case. Yes. Is it a yes? Like,
Confound you, bear woman! Yes, it's done.
okay.
What? Tell me your secrets. Unveil your dark truth.
Okay. So.
Faster!
So Negan said he didn't kill us because he wants us to dig up dirt on the royal family.
Wow.
Yes.
All right.
And so our plan is to find little bits of dirt and feed it to him so he knows, like he thinks we're going to tell him the truth. And then we know a big piece of dirt, but we're not sure if we actually want to use that because it could really hurt
Right.
the royal family.
We talked about this previously. I thought you were going to. Yes, we did. In the tower.
No. This is new. Negan is now wanting to hire us to find dirt on the ground.
Correct. But you were talking about whether or not to give them the large piece of information that you have,
Yes.
which last we discussed, I think you were set on doing.
Yes.
Well,
I think she is wondering if you have any dirt on the Longlings that you're willing to share that would be small enough that we could feed him. The little ones.
oh,
Or if you had any dirt that we could replace with the big stuff we have that might be world breaking. Or at least cause a civil war.
well, maybe. But that I'll share? No.
Or do you think if we feed him little bits of truth things and then make a big fib that he would believe that?
I don't think you even believe herself.
Well, obviously, I would not be doing the lying because I'm not
Yes,
so
please never lie to anybody.
If he's as discerning an individual as he sounds, as skeptical and knowledgeable as he sounds, and he oversees quite an extensive information broker network with several spies and enforcers and what have you, will he believe a fib just because you fed him scraps of truth before?
Or like maybe like half truth.
Maybe. But I don't know for sure. Maybe not. And what is the risk if he doesn't? Is it failure?
Yes. Probably like the end of all our lives.
Oh,
So we give him truth.
well, sounds like that also involves risk, given then you'll be doing a bit of fighting with some individuals of unknown capability. However, at least then, you're aware. And you've got your plan. And, if you come out on top, hopefully succeed in your goal of breaking up the MTIs entirely. If you gotta fight him alone, and he calls in help because the plan didn't go off well and he didn't believe you, and, well, you could die, or two, you could kill him, but then there would still be his other lieutenants, yes, to fill the power vacuum. And then you might as well have lost.
So we should get rid of the lieutenants one by one.
No, that is exactly the opposite of what I'm saying.
Do you think we need to get them all in one place, or do you
Yes.
think you can teleport us? Or if we get them all in one place, do you think you can teleport us to the place that you took when we were doing Soraya's
If we're in
exorcism?
his lair, can you get us out into somewhere of our advantage?
As I said before, I'm not putting my hand in this
No,
publicly.
from afar.
I would have to be there with you. Shut up. As I said, I'll empower your guards at the door. Not get involved directly.
Is there any kind of like spell other than what you know, Regina, like the counter spell that can stop them, like that we like ritually draw so they can't get out if they try to magically teleport?
Like a binding spell in the room?
Runes.
Or can you make somebody be able to say somebody's true form since he's a like shape changer? So we make sure he's actually in the room.
Well, I expect you'll be in the room with him to tell him a piece of information, yes? I doubt he'll, want that to go to anybody else. Ideally, in your hoped-for situation, it'll be him and his lieutenants. Sort of private audience, yes? And I feel like that's enough confirmation there. He's gonna want everybody to know it's him in that case. Don't expect he'll be in another form. Or if he is, it'll be of his choosing, I suppose, but you'll know it's him. As far as keeping them there, well, counterspell's great. Anything else, like what we were talking about, wards, rituals, that sort of thing would take quite a bit of time. And even then, without the kind of time that you really don't have, you would need other people standing by, funneling energy into it to maintain. People that you won't have without throwing up some serious red flags and probably spoiling the whole operation.
And then both the else have any other questions or things you want to say?
Thank you for all your help.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, boy. Is that it?
I think so. Thank you. Is that it, Felf?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you for your time.
Okay.
I'm good. Thank you.
Yes. Well, enjoy your cheaply granted gifts.
He disappears.
Hold up. You know alarm, don't you?
And I did.
Huh?
And I did.
Both good to move.
Now we go. Do any of you, he said counterspell. Do any of you know what he means?
Spooky knows counterspell.
I don't think she used that once before.
Do you not?
Nope.
I think you have access to it as a bard. You just didn't take it. Okay.
Correct. I chose polymorphous.
Which has served you very well.
Yes.
That's I had a thought while we were speaking to Ilminster about the whole MTI situation. Where is the blue ball of justice?
Oh,
It's the blue ball of justice.
I feel like it's not the thing, but
everybody touched my
I
blue
was
ball.
like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
put it in my hand.
We'll snuggle up together.
Hello again.
hey, how's it going?
Oh, you know me. Just chilling in my little blue ball. Waiting for that body.
Hey, I wait for bodies all the time. Anywho, we are using your space as negotiation room. So, you are now privy to this information. Enjoy.
Okay.
I need to talk about the MTI situation. How to get them all in the same room, maybe? Perhaps. I do not know what the dirt can be at the moment, but if we find some sort of dirt that somehow implicates one of his lieutenants, But we do not know which one. So we need them all to be in the same room while we tell him, so he can judge which one is guilty.
It's good.
That way they are all there. It doesn't matter what the information is at that point. Because we can be in that room with them and then beat the shit out of them.
What if we feed them faulty information that they feed him?
That's adding more levels of complication. But I'm not opposed to it. I think either way, that is the most likely reason I can see to have them all in the same spot. Is to have one that is guilty of something. One is a spy or a mole from Spy Song,
Yes.
but we do not know which one.
This is a great idea.
Yes. I thought so too. How to accomplish this? No, I don't know.
That was going to be my
Never.
question. How do you get him to believe you?
I mean, that's bold.
Yes.
I don't know if he needs. I see what you mean. He needs to believe us to set up the meeting.
Correct. Negan will need to believe you to
Yes.
bring his lieutenants into.
There will need to be some kind of proof even if we manufacture it.
Correct.
Something that'll hold up a bit.
And it needs to be something that he cannot verify between when we tell him to get together with them and when we actually tell them.
Can we
Didn't you
like
say?
falsify some documents?
Yeah, you
Absolutely, but they are really good at that too.
You found, but you don't still have, correct? That proof from before when I was not with you, the other town.
So I have a letter from Magdalena that just grants us horses and safe passage. There was another letter from Spy Song
That's the one you copied.
talked about, yes, the one that talked about
In code, killing the one.
yes,
Maybe.
the assassination of her father.
Yes.
However, I gave the copy to Magdalena.
Do you
I
think
don't-
you remember the code enough to be able to kind of replicate something similar enough to make them
It
think
was a
that
long
maybe,
time ago, but yes, I could try.
in case I've ever come across something like it?
Yes, I could try.
Well, it was a limerick of some sort, so I bet I can think about it to remember. Give me a moment.
What was the limit?
About the lion cub.
The line, it was like a poemy limericky kind of thing. So I feel like maybe I should make a roll to remember, even though I have it written down.
I don't think it was a poem or limerick. It was just concise, sort of.
Did it not rhyme? I got it right.
It did rhyme, but it was like meter. I don't know, man. Groups of words. Hard to remember groups of words. I'm trying to make it sound RP.
Okay.
Like I said, I have it written down right here. So
Were you wanting to like copy it word for word? The message.
yeah.
So wait, I'm sorry. I think I got lost somewhere, and you were talking about multiple things. You are forging this to use as proof of the assassination.
The evidence we had in the first place was a copy.
Right.
So we just copy it again from memory.
It was the Lunamine problem grows tiresome. Hunt lion, isolate cub. Sully name if possible. Pay what it takes. Spice.
Okay. So are you creating a coded message to match that?
I think he's asking, do we try to fake the code? Because that we don't. I mean, we'd have to do that, right? Or we could just fake the translation from the code. Say this is what we translated, but then that's less spice.
True. I don't know. I don't know if we have to decide at this point. Either way. That's just the idea I wanted to share. I don't know if we're going to figure out how to do it at this point. But something to ponder. In the next 3 days we have off.
And what about this? You were talking about trying to sort of frame one of his lieutenants as a traitor.
Yes.
Any ideas for how to go about that?
Well, if it is possible, we could deliver this actual message that we're talking about, the real dirt. And perhaps we can tell him that we need them all there or whatever because of one of them is in Spy Song, and share the cipher and see if they know how to read it or something. I don't know. You know what I mean? See if they realize what it is before we tell them. Or purposely say it wrong and try to get them to say it the right way because they can read the cipher.
And then kill them.
Right.
We don't even need to actually get them to that point once
That's true.
Correct.
Once
But
they're in the room, it's go time. Yes.
that is the excuse to get them together. It does not matter who, because obviously they are not innocent.
But how do you make Negan believe what you're saying enough for him to bring them in?
Do you
Talk sweetly.
think maybe we could do a similar thing like Spy Song did and make it from, like, say we intercepted it from one of, like, the lieutenant's, like, men that was going to, like, I don't know, these murder groups you guys have killed before, to put a hit out on them? Or on
We would have to intercept
Negan
it from.
himself, maybe?
Yes, that's a good idea. We'd have to intercept it from the assassin. Because we need to not know who sent it. Otherwise, if he already knew which hand sent it,
Right.
then he would just summon the right or the left hand and kill.
Yes.
We need both. So we need to not know.
So
We need to
maybe
make it seem like one of them.
we found an assassin that had this letter on them. And it was a hit out on Negan from Spy Song.
And names just a hand, one of Negan's hands as
However, that implies that you can then read the code.
But we can.
Right, but he's going to want to know why. And he's going to want to know why, if you can read the code, you're not the Spy Song spies.
Maybe we
Otherwise, how
had
do you...
captured
How can you read the code? How do you know?
this
the
guy. This guy, but
Sure.
Olo, accidentally stabbed him to death before he gave us like the cipher, but he told us what that meant.
Or maybe we just go with the coded message. We don't know how to read it. We all figure it out together. And then he helps us discover that it was one of his men that sent this information.
But we would need some sort of cipher, right?
Well, he would help us with decoding it. We decoded the last one, right? We did
Yeah,
the
that's
cipher, didn't we?
You found a cipher.
So maybe we find a partial cipher and go to him, and he helps us decode it.
I think we need to work on it more. Okay? Not necessarily right now. But I think this is probably the best line we have thought so far to have a logical reason to be together. I don't know how exactly to convince Negan. I feel like
It's a very clever idea.
if
If you can nail down that detail.
I feel like it does not matter if Negan knows that we can decipher the code or not. Because we can give him the dirt in the first place, but entice him with a traitorous hand. One of the
Well,
hands.
I think his point is that if we go to Negan and say we know how to read it, he may think that we are just Spy Song.
Or
Attempting to
we
have,
can just play dumb and be like, so this guy acting suspicious. For some reason, we found this note on him.
I think we don't even. We found this. We found a partial cipher. We were able to decode Negan's hand and maybe a tiny bit else. But we don't even know that the right hand or the left hand is involved. It's in the note, but we don't even say it. We don't say anything about Spy Song. It's in the note, but we don't say it. And we bring this to him immediately. And then, in the room together, decode the rest of it, and discover that it is Spy Song and it's one of the hands
Okay.
who put out the hit.
So maybe like we're not sure exactly what it says, but we were able to see your name in it.
Clever. Get him
Yeah.
to discover the information.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks he found it.
Yes.
Exactly.
For those, why would he call the lieutenants for that?
Because he found a note that says one of them was trying to kill him.
Do you think he would
But why would he invite us to?
call them?
Well, we were in the room.
When
I
you
would,
brought him the information, maybe he'll have you. He seems like that kind of sadistic from what you told me. Maybe he would want you to kill the hand. Or at least be there
or help
to
discover which hand.
yeah, or prevent them from leaving or what have you.
What if we say both hands are betraying?
Then he'll just have them killed, probably.
Yeah.
Or replaced.
Probably without us even knowing.
Yes.
That would still help our situation a lot.
It would, but then
We kills him
he
for
would
us.
just do the work.
and then they'd pick new hands.
Yes.
And they'd be empowered
Sure.
by him, and then it'd be the same
Yeah.
situation. He'd take them separately. But either way, I think we'll give it a few days and make some ideas. We'll share again. We'll set a meeting for about a week.
That was a good idea.
That's very. Speaking as a man in a blue ball, very clever.
Speaking as a man with blue balls, thank you.
Jesus.
Do we need to go back to the rich bits?
No,
Was that what we were going to
I don't like when my bits are nicked.
No, that was not known. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
It was the nut.
It's to be fair, it's any building with a roof. So. Sometimes without. Nice to talk to you again. There you go.
I'm always here.
You know.
So,
Anyways,
any other business on the 9th?
so much shit like that's still the morning of the 9th. Sorry, guys.
Hey, we're going to fast travel. These times. No, we're not.
Yeah, probably a little later in the day at this point.
Yeah, I'd say so. I want to go to the Scholar Circle thing. Or the word of the name
Okay.
is.
You go to the Scholars Circle.
I
You're
wrote
in
it
this. There's a big circular like center park with trees. There are benches and small paths and things about. You see individuals either in groups or isolated, kind of sitting around. Many of them are studying or reading, writing things. Some just enjoying or having lunch.
Yes.
Or at this point, maybe
Food.
an early dinner.
It's eating a food.
Yeah, you see many individuals
Um,
about buildings, kind of encircling.
are the buildings like different learning places?
Some of them? Yeah.
Dojos.
Some are familiar. You see, like the whatchamajigger, the cartographer's place that you guys visited like pretty early on when you arrived in the city, kind of on the edge there.
So without having to go through all of them, I'm looking for one that is magic stuff, right? And out of the schools and things of magic, something that looks like evocation type magic-y, attacky.
There are so specifically like centers of learning for magic here.
Yeah.
Not as much.
Okay.
You take it, and if you spend any amount of time here, you'll probably see some people using spells in the space. You take it, there are magic users here
Mhm.
who come here to learn or research or whatever. But there's not a like specific center of learning for it in the space.
Well, then using my afternoon time, I just want to peruse myself into some of these groups, people using magic, see what they're doing, chant with them,
Okay.
practice the magic stuff with them, whatever.
Okay.
Try to find someone that knows burning hands. God damn it.
You can cast Fireball, but you can...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can do some shit. I can't go like, huh.
Right.
So that's pretty much what I'm doing.
Interesting.
You know, if anyone's up to, I'll challenge you to a friendly magic duel.
Friendly magic duel.
Yeah. Violent kind.
Okay, give me an investigation check
Okay.
to start.
18.
Okay. As you are kind of going around through the day, chatting with individuals here in this afternoon, you do eventually find somebody who knows Burning Hands.
Nope.
Oh yeah, to be sure, I know the spell. Why?
I would like to learn it. It's been on my list for some time. I've seen somebody use it. I know a couple other fiery evocations, and it is a gap in my knowledge.
Okay.
Would you like to describe it for me? Could you be
Kind
persuaded to?
of clutches at his spellbook a little. I don't know if I'm really should be sharing.
No. Why not?
I don't know, it seems strange.
Does it? What are you doing here? Learning magic?
Not magic, no. Frankly, I don't know who you are.
That's okay.
Really. I don't know if I want to give you the means to cast such a dangerous bit of magic.
How old does he look?
You're like 19.
Younger guy. Son. Like I said, this is a gap in my knowledge. This is not it down.
Right, I'm saying it's a dangerous gap. I'm not sure it's one I want to fill.
I can.
I don't know who you are. You might try to kill me with it. For all I know.
I mean, I won't. But why would you feel we're in the middle of the greatest city of this continent? Why would I kill you over a minor spell?
I just don't know who you are, is what I'm saying. It's dangerous, yes?
Absolutely. That is why I'd like to know.
You just want me to give it to you for free.
No. I'd like to pay you to describe it for me. You jump to conclusions, my son.
How much?
What's it worth to you? I could easily part with a fancy sleight of hand. 5 platinum. Ding, 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 ding.
Make a persuasion check.
19.
5 platinum. Wouldn't even cover my tuition.
Well, you're getting ripped off. How about 5 platinum and I will give you one of my spells as well as trade.
What do you know?
Oh, I know things. Are you looking for something dangerous or something useful?
For starters, it would have to be something you have in your wizard spellbook. Okay.
That's why I'm asking.
What do you have?
Chromatic orb,
I know it.
alarm,
Easy.
okay. Distort value.
Cheapskate. Well, thank you.
Floating disc.
10 stars.
They're all the same.
But I didn't know if you had something else. I mean, he invented it, is what I'm saying.
Oh, likely yes.
I didn't know if it was like a different floating disc. You didn't put his name at the beginning, so I wasn't sure.
I did not learn it as a spell. It's floating disc.
Oh, well, there, I've taught you something already.
Okay, I'll give you an extra goal. Identify, shield, snare, thunder wave.
I think Thunderwave you had as a bard spell.
I unlearned it. Yeah. It's weird. but I deleted it and chose something else. Which makes me think I probably have bard spells that are also wizard
Or
spells.
I might be thinking of Shatter, actually. Make a persuasion check.
Featherfall also. It's just like stuff down. Okay, that's 22.
Make it 8 platinum. And I'll take shield.
Wait, say take what?
Shield.
Shield.
If you want to make fun of my accent, I'll leave.
It is just thick,
You're right, cheeky bastard.
son. Don't grow through your pants.
Not sure what you mean by that.
You are getting big for your britches.
You're being a bit mean.
You know what I mean. Yes, 8 platinum.
I'm just saying you were being a bit mean, so I got a bit bigger in my britches. That's just saying.
Thing is, as the one that's worried about teaching me a dangerous spell, you're being awful offensive.
How do you mean? Called you cheeky?
Yes, it's offensive in my country.
No.
Yes.
Unbelievable. Well, fine. 8 platinum.
Okay.
And shave.
Okay.
No.
Prestidigitation.
Still no.
Clean.
Oh. Gods.
Mage hand.
What? Mage hand.
He's on to mage hands. You two mage hands straight in the air in front of you.
I sit with him for the next hour, or whatever it takes to describe the spells.
Yeah. It does also require money and material components.
Right.
What is it? I'm sure you have that information.
Yeah, it's 50 gold.
Great. So you spent an hour, an additional 50 gold on top of the 8 platinum you paid him
Yes.
to transcribe Burning Hands.
Yes.
And have you spent the other 100 gold to do the other 2 spells too?
Yep. Just look a little slim.
I'm sure.
We're down to the pocket money.
Wizarding can be pricey.
It's true. But hopefully they'll make.
Don't you need a donation?
I always need a donation. Is this kind of question? Do you want money? Yeah.
From
All
the
right.
victim.
What is your name, boy? Why do we squid this?
I'm not sure I must tell you my name. I've just given you death at your fingertips. I can't be attached to this. He stands up. I was never here. He slowly backs away and then turns and runs.
What a weird kid.
Yeah.
Dick.
I think I've seen him again.
I'm prestidigitate and make it look dirty.
As he's running 1 foot, just becomes soiled.
Fucker. Smell like buttholes. Piece of shit.
All right, the night is going to come to a close.
Yes. I at night, what I was going to say before we got on a huge tangent of everything I do apparently. That's when I was going to meet up with my father for more jam sessions, more playing. Or playing by myself at the
Okay.
playing.
Just hanging out. Any particular conversations or anything you want to have with them?
Not particularly. Probably
Just kind of spending time.
spend time small talk,
Get to know each
trying
other a little.
to devise plots to make money. Like a lot of money.
Okay.
That's what I do anyways.
Sure.
I'm not quite ready to tell my life goal of counterfeiting coins yet. But soon. I want to probe him for besides he's not very trustworthy. So far I've noticed. I want to probe him for, if he's ever had a job ever, any kind of job, and like what kind of job skills he would have as a regular job person. Because, the other day I was thinking about, what we can do with all these Dragonborns and how to keep the money, whatever. And I was like, we could open up a casino one day. So I'm just like in the back of my head, I'm probing to see if he's going to be like the supervisor of the casino or
A gambling addict.
yeah, he knows the ways. But I mean, you see the point. Or he could play it. Either way, he'd probably want to be involved. It's part of my future capture account. That's all.
Okay. You just want to see like what you think he would be good at there?
Just pretty much, but more so on like, let him bullshit me on some previous life experience stories and see if I can call him out on like I invented the question mark. Oh, did you? Yeah. That kind of stuff.
I see. Okay. Roll, give me like an insight check for getting to know your dad.
Okay. 12.
Okay. He's definitely full of stories. It's hard to really decipher whether they're true or not. Some of them are harder to believe than others, certainly.
Yes.
Excuse me. He's clearly a man with faults. He puts on a very shiny, presentery exterior. He's a performer, right, through and through. But you see cracks, of which have already, some have already borne fruit via the pickpocketing and returning of your coin and such. And you're able to see more of them in his personality. He's a gambler. He struggles with that quite a bit. He is a petty thief. He drinks probably a little too much as you're spending more time with him over a handful of nights. We'll say with a 12, you're kind of getting a little bit of a vibe for him. He's not a bad guy, but he's got his fair share of imperfections.
Red.
Okay.
So in my head, I'm checking off not running the boat. If he's going to run off with all the profits.
Maybe playing.
Yeah, we can hire. But I still don't know if he's going to run the show. But yeah, that's all. And then, of course, performing for monies.
Roll D20.
Just straight?
Yeah.
12.
You're in 12 gold pieces. Tonight.
It's okay.
It's a weekday.
On the 10th.
Oh, God.
What do you want to do?
Well, I accomplished a whole lot on the 9th.
You did actually.
It was a very busy day.
It was a very.
Yeah, I spent most of my fucking money.
Yeah.
Where's the spells I want to learn?
Earn more back.
I will check on Ola, spend some time there. I'll take first watch or whatever.
Okay.
And as he's conscious, we'll bullshit about stuff and we'll discuss the spells. I tell him people just wrote spells down. It was crazy. I had almost strong armed it faster, but
Can I see these later?
of course, you would have to make sense of them yourself. But I can show you my notes. Are you up to that kind of thing today?
Not.
I didn't think so. But I will. I'll make a copy for you. We'll make a little book.
Maybe pressing it to do.
Yeah, you said it all right. Here you go.
I'm sorry.
A little bit of a gust of wind, just like.
Out the window.
Yeah.
I'd also like to discuss with Olo what spells do you know? We've never really discussed this.
Yes, I'm sorry. I was pretty out of it earlier, but
Yes, the
I could have
drugs.
saved you some money. I
I
had some of those spells already in my book.
I realize that because I've seen you do it these well. Actually, do both. Yes.
So I've got.
Excuse me.
I've got Booming Blade.
That's the cantrip, right?
Yes.
You can't learn cantrips.
Those are innate.
So first level.
First level, I have Alarm. I have Comprehend Languages. I have Detect Magic.
Ooh.
I have Disguise Self. Find Familiar, of course, you know.
Yeah.
Featherfall.
Yeah.
I have Identify. Shield. And I have Silent Image, but I don't have that one in my book.
You don't have that one in your book?
No.
Oh, it's like a class thing or something. See, we can share a lot of spells.
I also don't. I'm sorry, I don't have Disguise Self or
That's okay.
Find Familiar.
Oh, also class things. Got it.
Keep in mind, whatever wizard spells you share, and they do have to be wizard spells
Yeah.
that you share back and forth, will still cost the amount of time to transcribe.
But we don't have to go roll and RP and talk to a guy.
Yeah.
I heard 33.
It only takes an hour or so based on the.
An hour and 50 gold per level of spell. Which,
Right.
for both of you, I think you can only do first level at the moment.
Correct. So, throughout the next few days, I mean, that'd be easy. It's free to write this. Like, if I was going to write the scroll spell thing for him, so for him to study
Well, I could
later,
just study out. Instead of studying out of your book, you mean?
that's free for me to write it down, right?
Not like to say it and have it be a scroll that we could cast from.
Yeah, it wouldn't function as a spell scroll, I guess.
Right.
But you, sure.
Right. I was just saying, so he can use it when he has time.
Sure.
So I'll while we're sitting there talking, I'll just write down the ones he doesn't have. So burning hands, chromatic orb, distort value, floating disc, snare, thunderwave.
Did you want me to go over my list again, or did you get it?
You will, but I'll read them off as I remember. So comprehend languages.
Yeah.
Detect magic.
Yeah. Featherfall.
Disguise self was not a thing.
Yeah.
Featherfall.
Yes.
I have that for Bard. Find familiar is a class thing.
Identify, but you just got it.
Yeah,
Shield.
got it.
Alarm, but you just got it.
Oh, I got it. Yeah. Oh, did I say Thunderwave?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I have Thunderwave, Snare, Floating Disc, Distort Value, Chromatic Orb, Burning Hands.
Yeah.
Which is freaking awesome. I didn't even know we could do this, so that's awesome.
I didn't even think about it
yeah.
until like the downtime thing. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much how I'll spend the day. We'll take notes, share notes. Neither of us will really have time to do anything about it because his hands are tied, so he can't write his stuff down for me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna be the morning or the whatever. In the evening or afternoon or whatever.
Of the 12th.
Or
Still on the
10th.
tower.
Oh, yeah. What, yeah.
I'd like to look into trying to write one down as a spell scroll, like a usable one. So, I found a table that's from the Dungeon Master's Guide that has some notes on it.
Okay, I mean, there's an optional table for creating spell scrolls in Xanathar's as a downtime activity.
Uh-huh.
For a first level spell, I mean, you have to know it, you have to have it prepared, you have to have any required components,
Yeah.
and it will be like the full day's work,
Yeah.
plus 25 gold pieces.
Okay,
That's not bad.
that's fine. The one I'm looking at, I don't know. It says it's from the Dungeon Magic DMG, Dungeon Master's Guide. Has the level of the spells and the level of the craft you need, the amount of gold, and how many days it takes. So that's better than this one, honestly. This one says level 0 to 1. I don't think you're going to do a cantrip.
You can do a cantrip spell scroll, yeah.
Oh, bullshit. Anyways, so it says 50 gold, and it takes 2 days to craft on this one. So it has level 2 to 3 and 4 to 5 and 6 to 8 and whatever with the different amount of
More
gold
days
and the days and whatever.
Mm-hmm. It gets like quite a bit longer and more expensive and stuff as you go up the levels for sure.
Same. Yeah.
Like up to a bananas amount actually for an
Absolutely. Yeah, this one's like 2 days, and then 10 days for like up to 3rd level, then 100 days for a 5th level, and 1,000 days for an 8th level, and a 9th level is 10,000 days and 250,000 gold.
This does go up to 250,000 gold, but it does not go up to quite so many days.
Oh, well, that's good. That's an awful lot of days.
But it's close. Well, not really. You said 10,000 days for a 9th level spell? This one's 48 weeks, so it is like almost a year. Still.
Wow.
That's
10,000 is substantially more than.
Yes.
Well, it just makes sense. Like, how are you actually going to, like, okay, for 10,000 days, which is probably
So that's several years.
Oh, yeah. 30 to 40 years? Is that right?
I'll tell you in a second. 27. 27 years.
Yeah. That would just be, like, okay,
That's
for
like one scroll
27
is
of
worth a
years of
castle.
my life, I made a 9th level scroll.
But with that, it could have been wish. You'd be like,
Yeah.
I wish
For
I
more.
didn't spend 27
Yeah.
years making this fucking scroll.
It's a little nuts. Even the 48 weeks, almost a year, like,
That is crazy.
it's a long time, but
Yeah.
it makes sense too. It justifies how crazy powerful 9th level spells are,
Sure.
and like the cost of it and all that. So,
Absolutely.
still, so you wouldn't have time on the 10th.
Correct. That's fine. I think the researching to figure out how to do it would
That
be
can
the rest
take
of
up
the
the
day
rest of your
there.
day. I'll say, sure,
Yeah.
yes.
So,
On the evening of the 10th, are you playing, hanging out with Dad again?
yep, same thing. Hang out.
Roll
See
another
if there's
insight
any
check.
news for me. What?
Roll another insight check.
17.
17. You're hanging out with him more. You see that exterior, you see those cracks. But the more that you spend time with him, you also see more light beneath the cracks too. He has faults, for sure. Some of them are fairly large. But he has compassion. And the more time that you spend together, you see that blossom a bit. You see him care for you more. You see him kind of warming up to the idea of having a son and knowing his son and trying to make more of an effort. He's asking you questions about where you've been and what you've done and where you want to go and trying to learn more about you.
Neat. What a guy.
So, the 11th.
The 11th.
Is this a spell scroll day?
This is a spell scroll day. I assume I can be somewhere interesting to do it. Like, can I go back to like the scholarly circle and like find a nice tree and lean against
Sure.
it, and, like calligraphy the fuck out of it or whatever.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of like, obviously like doing the workings of the spell on the scroll and then infusing it with magic as you work.
Yes.
So for that day, the first day of scrolling, I'd like to make a scroll of burning hands.
Okay.
Which doesn't take any components. And for spell scrolls, how are we going to do the saves? It's going to be like my ability at the time for the DC.
Most of them use like whatever your save DC is.
But he means, should he copy it down now so he gives it to Emily? She uses that, or when he levels up, does she get the new one?
I think it works based on the caster. So like if it's a wizard spell and you give it to her, then it would be based on her intelligence.
Pretty smart.
Keeping in mind that she is not.
Kind of smart.
I'm incredibly smart.
Hold on.
I know. I'm giving you all these crazy.
Yeah.
things
This is cool stuff to learn,
Plus
though.
2. So let's not. 14.
I'm only at +3.
So, I'm gonna have hot bare hands. Do you want a bear hug?
I feel like I've taken up so much time. I'm sorry for the rest of the table.
Oh no, you're good.
Yeah, you're finding out really cool stuff, and you just gave me 6 new spells, so I'm happy.
Oh yeah, you're good.
You gave me time to think of what I actually wanted to do, since I did not think of that earlier.
There. We got to see Regina do a cool fight.
Yes.
That's true.
And I really got to organize my notes over here. I've got a new to-do list. It looks much nicer than the old one.
Oh, interesting. So there's items, spell scroll items in D&D Beyond, and first level spell scroll. Blah blah blah. DC equals. Like it tells you the DC, the spell saving throws, and attack bonuses, and all that stuff of the scroll. So it's a set amount.
Okay, let me look at that.
So for each spell, so it has like scroll of burning hands type thing.
It's just spell scroll common, first level.
Oh,
And
okay, so
add
it's
it,
by
and I think
level.
you'd customize like burning hands.
Okay, we're gonna go by that.
Yeah,
That
that
makes it
sounds
the
a
easiest
lot
thing.
easier.
I'm trying to keep track of all that by paper.
So it'd be that for a first level spell. Granted, if it's not a spell, there is a check involved with like whether or not you can successfully use a spell scroll. So if you give it to her, she would have to pass a check to use it. But then yes, provided it works, then either the DC or attack bonus would be as listed here in this chart.
Gotcha.
So for first level, 13 DC or an attack bonus of +5, depending on what the spell is.
What kind of a role is it just at a game? What kind of role is it to use a scroll that you don't have access to?
If the spell is on your class spell list, but of a higher than you can only cast, hold on a second. Otherwise, the scroll is unintelligible. Oh. If the spell is on your list, you can do it no problem. Otherwise, the scroll is unintelligible.
So you can't do it if you don't know.
Correct.
What's the point of that then?
The spell scroll.
It saves the spell slot.
You can read the scroll and cast the spell.
Yeah, but like Saul's spellbook, like he wouldn't have been able to use any of those.
Well,
That was also a special magic item. That was not a typical
Yeah.
spell scroll.
so I mean, it's saying
if it's on your class's spell list.
You don't necessarily have
Oh,
to
your
know
class's spell
Yeah.
list.
Yes, you don't necessarily have to
Okay.
have learned that
Gotcha,
spell,
gotcha.
but it has to be
So
accessible.
you can't
by
give a cleric spell to a druid if they couldn't learn
Correct.
it. Okay.
Yes.
Sorry, I misunderstood that part. I thought it had to be like prepared,
so too. I
or
do,
you
yeah.
just can't use it. I was
So
like, that's
she
stupid.
technically, as a non-magic
Right.
user, would not be able to use a spell scroll at all.
Right, sure.
Which-
that makes sense.
Yeah, that saves non-magic people from being like, here's a bunch of shit. You're like, what the fuck? So that's nice. And also down here, a wizard spell on a spell scroll can be copied just as spells in spellbook can be copied.
Yeah.
So if we bought a spell scroll, like a usable one,
Mhm. Yeah, we can. I knew
Just
we
learn
could
it
do
instead.
that. I knew we could do that. Yeah,
so
that's the one thing I knew of all the other things I've discovered today. I did not know I could.
gotcha. So
Yeah.
do I successfully create that over today?
Yeah, you said you were doing a burning hand scroll.
Burning hands for today. Yes.
Love it. Sure.
Oh, did I make any money last night?
Roll d20.
Playing pops.
Make it a performance check. What is it?
25.
Great. Now roll d20.
3.
Yeah.
People
It's
are
a slow night.
stingy.
It's a Tuesday. No one came.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's read.
Plays your heart out though.
Right. It's the end of the week. Getting ready to go. It's that like those Sunday night blues as you're getting ready to go back into Monday kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Sad.
So it's a slow night. You get
Sad.
6 gold.
Playing like the room was full though.
Every day. I'll take it. All right.
All right. So the 11th, you spend your day making spell scroll burning hands.
Yes. And then I
Play again.
do it again.
Make a performance check
21.
and roll d20.
50.
15. 30 gold pieces.
30? We're doing double now. That's fine.
Roll an insight check.
Okay.
Hanging out with you like that.
9. Well, 13.
13. Okay. I mean, you have a nice evening. You're hanging out, getting to know each other a little more.
Couple more sexy volcanoes.
Yeah.
Dolphin bag. Fun.
All right.
Is that the last day? Or is there another day? Oh,
That's
we're
the last
starting
day.
on the 12th.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. Got it.
Rokari.
Thanks, guys, for letting me spend a fucking hour and a half.
What are you doing on the 9th?
Okay. So I
Back to the
know
night.
the morning of the 9th is when we talked to Elminster.
Roundabout.
Was that in the morning, the afternoon, evening,
Morning-ish.
morning-ish? Okay. After we finish talking to Elminster, I am going to go. I'm going to try and find hat store.
A hat store.
Hat store. And I'll ask the guy down below, whatever his name was.
Right down below.
At the counter?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Where? What a good hat store.
Yeah, he'll point you towards the tailor in town. Clothes contact.
Close contact or clothes?
Clothes contact
Okay.
of the thread kind.
So I'm gonna go to close contact, and I would like to try to find a wizard hat.
Just a wizard
You
hat.
did
wizard
make the
hat.
scroll. Burning hands.
What do you qualify as a wizard hat?
Like, do you have like anything that you've seen, like magic users wear, or something like pointy, or something that makes somebody look like really important? And I don't know, classy.
Classy. Like a top hat?
Yeah, but not just like any
Like a
top
captain's hat?
hat. Anything like different. That's like unique, like a unique hat.
What is it with your character and hats?
It's not for me. It's for somebody else. And that was an old character.
Describe the hat you want.
It was okay. It was okay.
Like like a pointy, like wide
yeah, with
rim with the kind of like weird
Yeah,
angle kind of
but
thing.
like
on
with
it.
nice fabric
Okay.
and maybe like I don't know, owls on it or something.
Owls?
Owls.
Eh.
Like I don't know, like
Like a design. of
Design.
owls. I see.
yeah, not actual owls.
Interesting. What material? You want it to be like a nice fabric, or you want it to be like leather, or like felt, or suede, or like something weird, you know, like or just like a you know what you would expect, like a cloth fabric,
I guess like a cloth
you know,
fabric.
with some framework
So I
too.
feel like if you did leather, it would get stinky in the rain.
Probably leather hat might be heavy.
Yeah.
Okay. I can certainly, you know, make that for you.
How long would that take?
A day or two. Is that okay?
Yeah, I guess. Yes, I guess that's fine. Yes. How much?
10 gold pieces.
Okay.
For that bit of custom work.
I give him 10 gold pieces. Okay. Okay.
Alright. With my order load right now, I can probably have it done for you tomorrow evening.
That's pretty awesome. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Do you know if there are any like shops that sell like wands? Because I know like I think we've heard that the one magic shop we know some Dragon Pale something or other like shuts down or something, or is closed for some reason. Do you know any other shops?
Make
like
investigation.
general stores? Investigation.
Wands at a general store.
Oh, it's an actual 16 plus 5. So 21.
Yeah, there aren't really like any other places in town to procure like magical artifacts. Yeah, that was a 21 total.
Mhm.
You hear that there are like, there's like one member of the Enclave Arcanum in particular who lives in Demario that does make magic items, but typically they're like special order and they make them for like important people.
Okay. No, even like a joke shop kind of stuff.
No, not that you locate.
Okay. Maybe. Is there like a game store?
A game store. For what are you looking
Try
for?
to tell
Okay.
him what you're looking for.
I am trying to find a present for Olo for his birthday. But the hat is going to take too long, so I'm trying to find something.
But the game
The-
store, like, what are you looking for at a game store? I guess. What was your
I don't know,
idea
like-
here?
Cards or like
Okay.
a dice set that something that we could
Okay.
take with us on the road,
I
or
see.
like a little mini chess
Um,
set or checker set or whatever kind of games is popular.
Yeah, make an investigation check.
19.
Okay. You spent a bit of time wandering like the open market, right? That bazaar where you bought your spices from
So many
from
spaces.
Shania, the spice merchant. You do find a handful, actually, of individuals there who are hawking, among other things, several different types of game sets to varying degrees of quality and design. You find several types of like decks of cards. Some of them are very bare bones. Some of them are geared towards specific games. Some of them have very intricate and interesting designs with like gold leaf and all kinds of stuff.
You find some dice sets of varying quality as well. Everything from like standard, like sort of rough-hewn stone dice to marble to you find a set made of solid gold. You find a set that's like jet black and super smooth, and they tell you it's made of this like volcanic stone from an island real far away. There are some things that are like games that they have kind of a board involved, right? Where you can, it's like a little box and you can kind of fold it out into your play area. There's little pieces inside. Make a history check. You've never heard of fucking any of these.
Okay.
But they look cool. And you think, although might have, he's spent a lot of time in cities, so maybe he knows.
Okay. I am gonna try and buy one of the board games because it looks like something that might be like the most complete kind of game that maybe you don't need other pieces to other than what's included in the board.
Sure.
So I'm gonna buy a board game. It's on the road.
Okay, so there's we'll say there's two that you find in this particular shop. One has kind of like a sort of like wood grain vibe, right? Like all the pieces are like carved out of wood, and the board is as well, and it's got like different shades of like staining to denote, you know, the sections of play, and the pieces are painted different colors to denote teams and probably function. You're not really sure.
Does it come with instructions?
It does not.
Okay.
He tells you. He tells you the name is Bakshi Blastball.
Bocce Blast Ball?
Bakshi Blastball. And all these little pieces are kind of like, they look like varying designs of like little weird monsters.
I'm totally getting that game.
Okay.
I
The
love
second
monsters.
The second one looks a bit more refined. It's largely metal construction. Both the board and the pieces, they look to be like smithed. There seems to be a lot of time and effort put into the crafting of them. And they're very intricately designed. They appear to be more like humanoid figures. Some of them with sets of armor and weapons, and some of them with robes and scepters or staves. Some of them even appear to have what looks to be like it's supposed to be like modeled castings of magic and stuff that are like coming out of their hands and things like that.
Oh, so it looks like wizardy.
It's minis.
In addition to other things, there are also, as I said, there's also figures with
Are we
armor.
going to be playing
and
Dungeons and Dragons and
standard
Dungeons and
weapons.
Dragons?
This one also, the metal does appear to have a larger variation in color. Like particularly for the figures, there was like time and effort put into detailing the way that they look like a miniature. This one is a fair amount more expensive than the other. What is your options?
How much are they each?
The wooden set is 10 gold.
Mhm.
The fancier game set is 50.
I'm just gonna buy both because I can't decide between. I really like monsters, but I know he does magic stuff, so I'm just gonna get both.
Okay.
Yeah, so that would be 60 gold. Correct. And what was the wizard one called?
I see. Yes.
Come up with these names on the fly.
Just wait till he has to come up with the rules on the fly when we play them later.
Magic raises the
Thought you were going to
Matt requests not making the DC higher for finding these games.
It's called
War. Straight up.
War. Okay.
Parentheses, straight up.
Okay.
How did you play? Roll D20.
Yep.
You lost.
So.
And like the board set that like, you unfold the pieces inside and you would lay out for the board or whatever. It has like the name on the side inscribed. It says war. And then next to it in smaller, it's not a game.
Oh no, it's Jumanji. Okay, yeah. So I buy both of those,
What year is it?
and then I want to find a craft shop. If there is a craft shop for like ribbons and
You are getting close to the end of your day.
okay, I will do it on the next day if I have to. Because I want to spend the evening with Olo and reading him stories.
Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna let him sleep, but he's gonna be up late.
I feel like in this kind of world, it's not a craft store, it's just a store. It's stuff you need to live. It's a general store.
But it's ribbons.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll end up for the next day.
While you're in the market, if you just want to pick up some ribbons or whatever, you can
Try
do
to
that
get ribbon.
quick enough. Sure.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to get like some ribbons for like bows to put on the gifts.
I see. Color preference?
What color are your ropes?
Browns and greens.
Greens. The green ribbons.
Great. Green ribbons.
Brown label.
Mark off 8 copper pieces for your ribbon.
Oh, I have 101
you're gonna
copper
have to
pieces.
cast
So
Prestidigitation a couple
I-
times after.
okay.
He has been doing gust.
Yeah,
Smell him out the window.
I got that.
Have you been keeping them clean?
I will wait until the
Oh,
next
you
day
shoot
for the rest of it.
Yeah.
All right. You head back to the inn as the sun is setting. You see Jiraiya and Regina on their way out. You can hear Felv playing with old Pappy Raslin in the common room as you head up and take over with Olo.
And they come in. Happy birthday to you.
Oh my God.
Happy birthday present. What is this?
I bought you some games. I don't really know how to play them, but I figure you do. This one says it's called War, but that says it's not the game, so I'm so excited. And the other one has got like monsters and stuff in it. So
Do I recognize either of these?
it's called Bachi Blast the Ball.
Make a history check at advantage.
Oh. Let me find out what my history is. Even.
I figured like to bring the group closer
Plus
together.
2.
We could play and pass the time in
That's
the
even better.
evening.
17.
17. Bocce Blast Ball, you know all too well.
It's right up my alley.
You've had, you recall many drunken nights with some probably not too wise bets made back in the day playing this game with Happy Jack's old crew. The other one, War, you have heard of, and you are aware that contrary to its subtitle, it is in fact a game.
I'll spit out my water.
But it was, from what you had heard, or at least in the kind of the environments that you were in, it was mostly like something that like posh lords and ladies played at their like silly fancy luncheons and stuff. Not something that was typical amongst your crowds.
So I don't know the rules for it, but I just know of it.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Didn't come with a book or a manual.
There's just the pieces in the word game.
But I think
We might-
maybe if we get bored of like playing both these games, we could like combine them somehow, like make our own game.
That is a great idea. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Foxy blast ball.
I know
As
how
you
to play.
I was going to get you cake, but I know you feel sick right now, so.
I know how to play BBB. And yes, I like the idea of fighting, so that would be quite fun.
Foxy war blast.
Bocce blast ball, right? Oh,
That's-
Bocce war battle.
If you're mixing the two.
Maybe when you feel better, you can teach us.
Yes, I will. Thank you. Yeah, that means a lot.
Okay, so now time for some stories.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you all about the monsters I have fought so far, and you're like, yeah, what
Oh,
happened?
I roll back. I'm kind of interested.
These are the things I've killed.
Can I do an insight check to see if these stories are real?
Sure.
At disadvantage.
Was there any exaggerations?
Still roll pretty darn good. Inside. I think I have a 0 for I do. So 12.
I rolled a 16.
Hard to say. You haven't known her to be alive.
Some of them are very interesting. A few of them have colorful details.
Embellish.
Maybe slight embellishments. Here and there. There's a few obvious ones. But some of them you're like, okay, that's probably true.
Okay, she's just.
The ninth comes to a close. We do them with that.
On the 10th, I want to find. I know there's not like a jeweler anymore. But
We have all the jewels.
I know.
Yeah,
No,
what do you want?
I
What
don't
do
have
you
to.
want? We got it.
We took them all.
I need this expertise.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna try my hand at the rabbit's feet again in the morning part. Let's see if I can freaking get a hole in the rabbit's foot where it's supposed to be, where it's not gonna break, so I can thread the leather thong through it.
Okay. Make a dexterity check.
These are always your worst rolls.
I know. I was even if it would have made a difference. I was gonna use one,
The DM dice.
but I don't think it will.
How many ROC do you have left?
2.
Another rabbit has to lose their life.
Oh no, rabbit feet. I thought you meant how many DM dice do I have?
Oh.
I think I have. I'm down to like 6 or something. 6, yeah.
Still so many rounds. Okay. What'd you roll?
I rolled a. You said dex check, correct?
Yeah.
7.
You're just fumbling the shit out of these things. Like, it's just not. It's not coming together.
I'm going to see if I can find it again. Like, a place that sells yarn. I don't know if that would be a craft store or a fabric store
Yarn?
or
The open market.
the open market.
Sure, yeah.
I'm
You
good.
just want to buy some yarn?
I want to buy some
Or
yarn,
do you want, like.
some needles.
Do you Is this
Knitting
for the
needles.
rabbit's feet thing?
No, this is for knitting needles.
I see. Okay.
I started a new hobby because I'm terrible at this one.
You giving up on the rabbit?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to ask for help from the people that are crafty to see what the hell I'm doing wrong. If there is a better tool.
I see. Oh, lordy.
AKA Ricari Shop is all shenanigans.
Yeah. Okay. For how much like yarn are you looking to buy?
I mean, enough to make 5 scarves.
5 scarves.
Okay. We'll say 10 gold.
Or and hats.
Like a set of 5 scarves and hats.
Yes.
I see. 17 gold.
7.
You get your yarn and needles.
Yarn.
Or crochet hooks or whatever.
Hats. And okay, and then I'm going to see if the person who sold me that stuff can give me any advice on the rabbit feet. If there's a better way to go about it instead of trying to poke a hole. Or if I didn't need to start over because I didn't cure them right. Or try them out right or whatever.
I see you're back again.
Yes.
Your hat's almost ready.
Oh, I'm at the house already.
He offers to just do it for you.
Yeah.
You just want to pay me?
Yes.
I can. It's my job.
I am just like I'm usually okay at this. You know, I see I did it my own. Well, my mama helped me, but I'm terrible at this. So yes, if you can please do this, because I have already ruined like 3 rabbit's feet.
Okay. Do you just want him to make one?
No, I want him to make.
Do you want to make 5? Like with all your remaining rabbit's feet?
Oh.
Okay. Okay. That'll come at a price of 5 gold per.
25.
He tells you to come back tomorrow,
Okay.
and he'll have the hat and the necklaces done.
Thank you so much. You don't. I mean, yeah. I'm going to try this other hobby because I'm clearly not good at that one.
All right.
Wish me luck.
Uh,
what is your name? You're so helpful.
Bilbar.
Millbauer?
Bilbar.
Bill Bauer.
Bilbar Felaminodon Kelthas.
Not asking for
Bill Bauer. Thank you so much.
Anytime.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a gnome. They got a lot of names sometimes.
No.
All right. Anything else on the 10th?
Make 5 rabbit feet. Okay. I don't think so. Oh. It's only the 10th, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I go by the apothecary store?
Okay.
To see if she has anything to help somebody who's going through the druggy sickness.
The druggy sickness.
To help ease their suffering.
Yes, certainly. You talked to Sugorum Fourbinder again. He's able to offer you things to help ailing or pained individuals to ease some of that.
And cleanse bad auras.
He pulls out sage and all that.
Oh, yes. Burn this around you 24/7. Clean that aura right up.
Spice.
For you to just collect a handful of things to help Olo through his transition. We'll say it'll set you back 10 gold pieces.
See see the problem with giving me, although I have been using my own money, the problem with giving me the bag of holding is I am no good with money.
That's true.
All the time.
You bought all
And
those
I
spices.
don't think about things. I'm just like, I have so much money. So you don't
I'll give
know
all the
that.
money to the shopaholic.
Should have given the money to me. I never buy shit.
Yeah, that's true.
You also can't count though.
Yeah, that's also true. How much is
I know
this?
how to protect things.
It costs 10 gold. Here.
Okay. I give him 10 gold.
Okay.
Um,
Is that it for 10th?
yeah, I think so.
All right.
Let's
That
go hang out.
passes on the 11th.
Oh, and go pick up my staff.
Yes, indeed you do. Have you paid for them already?
Yes.
Then they are given to you. Your wizard hat and your 5 Rapid's foot necklaces.
Yes. Okay. And yes, so I take them back to the group and I present all with the hat. I got you a special wizard hat.
Thank you.
And it's a rabbit foot for, help you get better and be lucky and stuff. And I got you all rabbit feet because, we've had bad mojo in this town and I think we're a little bit like cursed and stuff. And I know you were physically
Yes,
cursed.
He was actually cursed.
And yeah, I feel like it's just never left the group. So
It couldn't do it.
That's very true.
it's been lucky.
Thank you.
But
And of course, on the 11th, I would have done the whole stage stuff and given you the things that make you better.
Does it actually make me feel better?
cleanse.
It helps ease these things a bit. Not significantly.
Cleans up your aura.
It's the thought that counts, right?
Yeah. It gets rid of the smell
Oh,
anyways.
That's true. Yeah, the sage smells better than whatever else the bird smelled like before.
Just laying there in your piss and shit. Wow.
Should have gave him a bedpan. We're at a fancy place. They probably have.
We get some new sheets.
Yeah.
And then I guess
Every like
I keep trying to cast and it just doesn't work. Doesn't do anything anymore.
with the remainder of my day, I guess I'm just going to tell Olaf stories again while I knit things. Or try my hand at knitting things. I've never knitted anything in my life. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm dexterous.
Where do I start?
What are you trying to knit? We'll start with one item.
I'm gonna try a scarf first because
As you're hanging out with Ola, make a
Be
dex
the-
check.
easiest. What am I making up? Can I check?
Dex.
Dex check. Okay. I'm gonna use this one. Okay. 17.
17. Spending most of the day chatting with Olo, just kind of going as you go. You've never had a lesson, you've never been instructed. You're fucking winging it. You make something. It's long-ish. It's certain none of the edges are straight. There's like one middle section that's like weirdly misshapen and wide, like out of nowhere, and then it kind of like narrows out again. There are several like empty spots, like holes in it, like you didn't really get the
I was too busy
the
talking.
binding right, yeah. But it's like halfway functional. Not bad for a first try.
Sweet.
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 All right. The 11th passes.
Yeah.
Jiraiya.
It's
Yo.
the ninth.
It is the 9th.
Is it the? I feel like I've been here the whole time.
The morning of the 9th, like first half the day or so, you were spending with Regina and Olo in the room.
And
already did
Elminster.
By the time it came around.
And Elminster did come around to chat kind of early
Okay.
morning time. What do you want to do with the day?
I want to send. I want to send.
Hit it. Send.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So I used that one spell for him on the first day.
Correct. That's the day we're on.
So. Alright. So I want to send to.
Emberglade.
Wait.
Darius?
Keep doing that. Yes.
The Bloodhound?
Yes.
That's my fault.
An Ember. Wrong number.
I have 2 people coming to meet with my brother. They will get there before my brother gets there. Please house them and protect them.
Oh yeah, you already counted these out. I'm like, that was exactly 25.
They're not all exactly counted up.
Okay. Well, tell me what I need.
Some of them I'm cast.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the whole message, Sam?
Yes.
Alright. I'll keep an eye out. I'm not sure who they are. But if they know to come here, I'm here.
Hey, why are you counting him out? I'm just what a waste. Anyway. So I have 2 more times I can do sending. So I'm gonna talk to my bro. I think. Hold on. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I'm sending Dragonborn and his wife to Muckmire to meet you. They will be 2 days behind Mother's arrival. Names are Ben-Ragamon and Faye. And I'll cast it again and say, they will aid you with your dragon claws. Good people put into a bad spot by me. I'm trying to make it right. Bless you, brother.
There's always more room in the jagged claw for those sympathetic to the cause and in need. I will wait for them.
Alright. So now I have nothing else. I have no other spell slots for this day. That's all I kind of wanted to do with these days.
Okay, we'll hit it on the next day. If
I think I did that night thing with Regina that night.
You do, yeah.
So I didn't sleep.
Correct.
So I get pushed back.
Yeah, at least until like the next evening. If you come back and go to sleep when she does, then like
Yeah, that's what
later
I'm
the
planning
next
on,
day
for
you
sure.
can do more. Are you doing reading lessons that day?
I'm sleeping all day.
The first day.
Oh,
All you did is like hang
What
out
was
with
she
Bella
doing?
and do some sendings. She was hanging out with you guys for the first half of the day at least.
Yeah, she just was hanging out in the room.
Yeah.
well,
So you
Yeah.
could have if you want to.
yeah.
A fair amount of time. Knock off extra. Okay. You go out and do the nighttime thing with Regina. Come back, go to sleep.
Good thing I went out.
Yeah.
She just passed out in the
She
field.
could've died. Yeah.
I mean,
No, she just could have started rolling death saving throws and been dead.
Yeah. I almost offered, but then I was like, Brian, I need to Hitler.
So,
I gotta remember.
latter half of the day on the 10th. More sendings?
Yes. I will talk to my mother.
Okay.
Well, hold on. Yeah. Yeah. Hope your travels have been uneventful. I apologize for the swamp I sent you to, but it's the safest place for you. Brother is coming. I miss you. I'm torn by what I did, but I have to live with it. I will choose only the path of light until I reach redemption in the eyes of my kin. May Bahamut protect you, mother.
What was that, 2 castings?
3.
3.
I thought I got that
Felt
one.
long, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Jiraiya's like notes for what he's like. I'm gonna send a message. Let me write this down. Squiggle, squiggle, picture. Claw, claw, claw.
And just to prefix, I have my ring still on for all this sending nonsense.
Okay.
And divination. Anytime I do something. But specifically right now. Because I know it has to be attuned. I never took it off from last time.
I'm glad you feel the weight of consequence, of choice. It's what separates you from those who walk a dark path. Learn from your mistakes. Find peace in change.
And then I might as well slots again practically. Because I have 3 third level and 1 fourth level. So would the next day be the like
You could do it.
then I only get part of the message out. It's a freaking
Is
The
there-
next
3
The
caster.
next 2 are
It's a 3 casting. Is there any other small one on
No.
the list anywhere? Okay.
The next 2 are long.
Anything else with the 10th then?
Said half would be like, wait for tomorrow.
Part 2 comes tomorrow.
You got the whole day. You do.
To be continued.
I got the
Reading
whole
stuff.
night, right?
Yeah.
Yes, true. Yeah.
So
So,
yeah, I'll do
like
some
half.
night reading if she's free.
yeah,
If she's
I think she was pretty much just hanging out. So,
Yeah. Because she would have also slept all day with you.
with
Ooh.
All right. The 11th.
yeah. I'm gonna talk to the magpie.
The magpie.
The magpie.
Hold
So I saved it for last. It's my best message.
Do you make count these ones or you got it?
It's either 3 or 4, but it'll cover.
Yeah.
I got 100 words.
Yeah, that's true.
Say a
It's a
lot.
lot to count.
Yeah. Magpie. The eastern wind humbly comes to you, thankful for aid in the past and now, asking for help against the empty eyes. To take out the heads of the organization and bury it with their leaders. Your help would be along with a team of other allies. We have a chance to change life for many people afflicted by his greed and violence. This evil must end.
Bold to request more help when none was offered. But I agree. The empty eyes do need to be humbled, broken. My help is freely granted. I will have one of the Brotherhood reach out to you to see what we can do.
If I had another casting, I'd say thank you. But I don't.
Anything else with the 11th?
I share that knowledge with everyone.
Henry?
In confidence in the orb. Bruh.
Yes.
My God, you have allies everywhere.
And enemies as well.
This is true.
They got us out of a jam last time. So.
Still, the Stogan Brotherhood. The Magpie is so easily stepping in to help. Why?
You know, maybe they would be really good at coded messages and ciphers. Maybe they could help us make something.
That's absolutely true.
Well, interesting point. But again, why? Why is the Magpie so open to assisting you?
We helped them get a mask back. A mask of the previous Magpie.
They must really have loved that mask.
Either that, or they just really hate the empty eyes.
The other kind of a pain.
Or they are just to become our next problem. We don't know yet. That's how things go.
Maybe, but
I mean, they did help us before.
They saved our lives before.
I didn't really know who they were then.
They must have done that for a reason.
well, I think
Maybe this was that
a
reason.
member of theirs knew Thol.
Yes.
Make a quick intelligence check.
All of us?
Yeah.
Tremendous.
Me too.
You're not at disadvantage.
But I make an intelligence.
Sure, yes.
I was just asking because I had just joined the group, so I didn't know if to rely on that.
18.
17 at disadvantage.
8.
Solid.
21.
21. The three of you, at least, do recall. Yes, somebody there seemed to know Thal. They also did say the Magpie sends her regards.
Yeah.
As they tossed you
If the
the blue
Magpie
sphere that you were talking about.
knows, we don't know Thor. Or,
Yeah. I don't think the Magpie cared so much that we knew Thol. It was like Katrina or something.
oh, that one
That was
girl
there,
there is.
yeah. That he had semi-love interest with. Got, helped. She showed up when we were in quite a pickle and
Yeah.
was part of their group.
Really.
Okay.
And I guess that's it for my. And I'll do another reading session.
More reading? You got more of today than you did of the other days. You have made quite a bit of progress.
It's a lot of effort.
There's a lot of hours. You're quite close now to having a functional
Brain.
having some functional literacy, at least in common. You'll need to find somebody who can read and write Draconic to help you learn to read and write that one. But you are pretty close.
The book is
to
in
common.
common, right?
The one that he's.
Do we want
No.
this reading for?
No. It's an L.
It's totally another language. It's magical, so it's very much like as long as you can read and write something.
A language,
It will,
yeah.
it
Oh,
will be something
what?
you
So
can.
it even like stupefies it for you. You know?
It doesn't stupefy it.
Well,
for
no,
you,
I mean like
but it will be a
if
language
a
you can
dwarf
understand.
picked it up and it wasn't an dwarf, it would just be a dwarfish.
If you couldn't,
Speak any other
yeah,
language.
do whatever.
But since I don't have any language,
Yeah.
I can do
You literally can't read it right. you're getting close.
Is it one of those like stat books or whatever where you get
Wisdom.
when you read it?
Wisdom book.
Yeah.
That'll
Two
put-
wisdom.
For the
Wisdom
cleric
for
only.
dummies.
Okay.
Simple English.
I believe that finally brings us to the morning of the 12th.
You save so much time. Oh, you say all these downtime activities.
I really thought coming into this was going to be like the first
thought it was
20
gonna be
minutes
Okay,
of
me
our
too.
session.
I thought it was gonna be like half hour, 40 minutes
Yeah.
max.
I thought it was gonna be like 3 sending spells and then
Yeah.
we're done.
But y'all wanted to do, a lot of you at least, besides you,
But we
wanted
knocked
to do
out
some
4
like big
days and
stuff.
1 night.
We
so-
did not. That's true.
Yeah, yeah.
The
we
last
didn't have a lot
session
of
was
time,
all
actually.
1 day.
Yeah,
So this was 3.
gotta take the positive.
That's hey.
With the positive.
I'm glad we did though. That was
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
that was fun.
We'll come back next week or whenever we play next. Olo down to only 1 level of exhaustion,
Yes.
and your scheduled meeting at sundown
Yes.
with the guards, so you can start closing in on these corrupt
Mhm.
motherfuckers.